Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun.
Missing in Savannah.
And when you come around, and it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh I knew it's you, yeah, boy.
Where is Cody?
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh I knew it's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, good afternoon. Family, come on in the building, you guys. So we talked yesterday. Let me give a shout out. See, I just come on in here and I'm like, something's on my mind. I gotta let it go. Think I better let it go. Another TKO. I can't sing. I can't hold a note even in my purse. CV base is number 1. Your number 7929581. Miss DD is in the building. Your number is 7929580. And then we got K Solo in the house. Your number 3. Your number 7929579. Even if you're first, second, or third, it don't matter. You still get a ticket. Some of you guys, y'all be knowing when I'm coming on, and y'all still don't even make it in here. I don't know. YouTube is so funny. You can't find us. I'm gonna give you a little hint. Normally before we come on, this is for everybody in the house. If you're trying to get those popcorns, the first three that comes in get a popcorn. They get free tickets into our free, and I say free because only thing we're putting in there is donations and a whole bunch of money. You get to win and play in our Christmas, July 25th, somewhere around the 25th. Don't quote me on that particular day, but it will be the ending of July. Christmas in July. We've got money, 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 money. And that's just for your participations coming in, coming up on the panel, calling in, things of that nature. But for this month, last month, everybody who that called in got tickets. This month, the three first popcorns that come in, they get tickets. And we're going to be doing this. So we're going to have a whole bunch of tickets and a whole bunch of people can win. I want everybody to win. So if you need, your car payment. Hold on. We got Nancy calling in already. We ain't even saying nothing. Good afternoon, Nancy. What's going on?
Check your messages. I just sent you. They just released the 911 call from Cory.
Okay, and you just sent it to me?
I just sent it to you.
Okay, let me grab it.
Okay.
Thank you for calling. Let me hold on. Let me grab it. Let me grab it and I'm gonna throw it on my other phone.
Girl, oh my God, they are releasing everything now.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna send it to my other phone.
Did you see the interview with your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Girl,
He was looking good.
it wasn't he though?
Girl, he be looking good. I like him.
Oh, I love him.
I like him so much. I think he's a very good looking man. Oh my
He's
God.
a very handsome man. I went up to him in court and I was like, Chief Albert, I was like, I wanted to come up to you and I wanted to thank you personally for everything that you did for Cory Bigsby. And he was like, I didn't even tell him who I was. He was like, Miss Strickland, and you're so welcomed. He was like, you were very welcome, and I want to thank you and the community for everything that you guys have done as well. And I'm like, thank you. I was like, because it was a lot of us out there searching for the baby. He goes, I know, and don't stop searching.
Okay, I don't know why I didn't get it.
You didn't get it?
Oh, let me try to do it again.
Hold on, let me go back to it. Let me see.
We're going to go over that interview, but we're gonna.
Okay, I just sent it again. It's on channel 3. I know that much.
Okay, let me see. Here. Let's see here. Well, try to do it on this. Everybody's in here. We didn't know we were going to go over this. She just now sending it to me. I don't know why she just now sending it to me.
It just went across my phone.
Because
Because I have all the apps, and when there's breaking news or anything like that, it has a drop box that comes down.
no, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying,
Right,
you know,
right.
I like to be prepared for what we talk about. And then, doggone it. What the heck is going on?
So what do you think about the jailhouse interview so far?
It's a lot. It's a lot going on there. We went over it, and we want to go over it again. So, Um,
There was a few people that did it last night, and I was up there going, whack, whack. He's a liar.
this thing, I'm gonna try it one more time. It went over, but because my other phone, the volume is very high, and yeah, and um, what the heck is going on? Forward. Let's see. We're gonna take send it. That's my last time sending it. All right. All right. I don't know. I'll do this. We'll do this real quick. Where'd it go? Where did you go, Nancy? Where did you go?
I don't know. I just sent it to your messages on your phone.
I'm gonna just pull it up from here. Sissy just don't want to go over there. Hey, Next Level, how you doing? Lisa's in the building. We're gonna talk about it, but let's hear this court release, you guys, together. And I haven't heard it, and we're going to play the interview also today again, and everybody need to get a perspective of what's happening. Some people called me, they were mad, they was like, SP, he's a narcissist, he's all about himself, and I'm like, but listen, court release 911 call, come on, play it. Matter of fact, since they don't want to play it, let me, there we go. It must have came right on in.
Good.
Okay. They're doing too much.
Mm-hmm. They're going to start releasing everything. Guarantee you.
I know how I can get it. No, it didn't. Here we go. Now, hold on. Let's see here. Oh. They're doing the wrong one. Okay. Okay. What you sent me is not playing, but okay, we got it right here. So, hold on, you guys. To see if you give me something close to it, I can find it, and I appreciate you. I do.
Absolutely.
Let's see, where is the volume at, and let me make sure we're gonna get volume up on this thing here. 19 seconds. Okay, you guys, we're gonna listen to the 911 call. I'm gonna take me off here. Hold on. Gotta put you guys on mute.
Cory Bigsby's attorneys are presenting evidence to try and prove he didn't murder his son. Cory is charged with second-degree murder and concealing his son's body. The trial started a week ago, with closing arguments expected early this week. Telling your side's Camaria Bray was in the courtroom and brings us the latest. Camaria?
Aisha, the defense called 5 people to testify as of this morning. They are on a break right now, but one of those witnesses was Cory's sister, as well as a man who claims he saw Cody. He was happy and healthy. That's what that man claimed that he saw. He saw Cody 2 days before he was reported missing. Now, for the first time, we heard the audio from the 911 call Cory made when he reported his son missing. The audio started with Cory saying, quote, "I think my son is missing. We are moving today. I looked upstairs in his room. I looked everywhere. Last night he asked to go outside. Sometimes he creeps outside at night." In the audio, Cory described what Cody was wearing. He says his Spider-Man flip-flops were also missing, so he must have been wearing them. The last thing the jury could hear in the audio was Cory saying, "Oh, Jesus." Then the jury heard from Lieutenant Colonel William Anderson from the Hampton Roads Regional Jail.
I want to
He's the
hear
second
it.
in charge there. He says Cory punched glass in his cell while he was locked up and was placed on acute suicide watch, and his mental health was questioned. Then the court heard from Tandalia Butler, Cory's sister. They played a June 14th, 2023 Wavy interview where our Chris Horn asked her when was the last time she saw Cody. She said September 2021. And by the time of that interview, Cory had been indicted for murder. The Commonwealth's attorney argued that this was the first time she gave a month since the murder indictment. Now, the last person that the court heard from was a man who lives in the Buckrow area, which is where Cody was reported missing. He says he saw Cody at a Food Lion in the soup aisle is what he said specifically. And he said Cody was happy. He was waving at everyone. He was smiling. He kind of considered him like a happy-go-lucky kid. Then the Commonwealth's attorney during cross-examination showed him a picture. The picture was of Cody's 7-year-old big brother and said, "Is this the boy that you saw?" And that man said, "It looks like him." And the defense followed up again and showed him a picture of Cody, and he said, "That's the one that I saw." So the defense says that they have one more person that they're planning to witness, and the court resumes at 12:30.
Oh, I don't want to hear her. Oh, okay. Hold on, you guys.
Jury will hear closing arguments in the case against Cory Bigsby. He's accused of killing his 4-year-old son, Cody.
Negotiations for jury instructions took much longer than expected. 10 on Your Side investigative reporter Chris Horn has been following this trial and is live now in Hampton with tonight's update. Chris?
I want to hear the 911 call.
Out in front of the courthouse last June. I asked her when and where she had last seen her nephew Cody.
My house.
When did you see him? Dates are going to be important here.
I want to say September. He was at my house. I know for a fact in December, a relative was at his house and Cody was very well alive.
But when cross-examined, Butler could not say for sure if she took any pictures that day, which would have proved what she was saying. Lead defense attorney Curtis Brown moved once again to have the case thrown out. He mentioned there was no body and no one had ever found Cody ever since massive searches began in January of 2022. Cory Bigsby is charged with second-degree murder and concealing the little boy's body. Earlier, the jury heard a 911 call in which Bigsby told dispatchers, "I think my son is missing." It was the day he reported Cody missing, January 31st, 2022. He told the dispatcher Cody had asked to go outside last night and that sometimes he creeps outside at night. Bigsby describes what Cody was wearing, and the last thing he says on that 911 call is, "Oh, Jesus." Throughout the case, defense attorney Brown has pointed to his client's mental state, implying that he was not stable when he told a prison guard there were wires and antennas attached to his head. Judge James Hawks has been presiding.
Okay, that is not what we want. Oh, come on. This doesn't even make any sense. Okay. Here, I think I got it. Yes, I got it. Here we go. Thanks for being patient. Everybody, thank you guys for being patient. I like to have this stuff before I come on, so because it takes some time. Hold on.
I think my son is missing.
What's your address?
You said you think your son is missing? Yes.
Why do you think that?
I got up and got dressed because we were supposed to be moving today, right? After I fed the babies, I went and got dressed, and when in the room where he was supposed to be at, I went in there to get my coat, and he wasn't in there, so I ran outside, looked everywhere, try to find him. I don't know where he's at.
Okay, how old is he?
He's 3. No, 4. He's 4.
Okay, do you know what he was wearing, and when's the last time you saw him?
Yes, last night I saw him. He tapped me, asked me, can he go outside? And sometimes he usually creeps outside at night.
Okay, what's
I
his
just
name?
need help finding him.
What's his name?
Cody.
Okay, how tall is he approximately?
I don't know.
Okay, what was he wearing last night? Do you remember?
I
Was
want
he wearing
to say like he was like 3'5". No, he wasn't wearing pajamas. He was wearing black sweatpants. He was wearing black socks, and he had on a black shirt.
Have you checked the entire house? See if maybe he's hiding anywhere?
Yeah, I have checked the entire house, the closets and everything. He had on Spider-Man. I think he had on his Spider-Man flip-flops because they're not here. And his black jacket is missing.
And he said the black jacket?
Yes.
Okay, what's your last name?
Bigsby.
And is his last name Bigsby as well?
Yes.
Okay, is there a better phone number than the one you're calling on? Because we're not able to call this one back because it's a disconnected phone.
Yes, you can call. Oh, Jesus.
We already have you sent route to you, okay? Just give us a call back if anything changes, okay?
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Did he sound in distress?
Well, why? I'm not understanding why he called from a phone that is off. You know, you can call from a phone that is off, but why you call from a phone that off and give him a number that a phone that's on? But you call from a phone that is off. Because even though that your phone is turned off, you can always call a 911. So I don't know why he did that.
I don't know either.
And I don't know. I didn't hear the distress really.
No, there was none. He was acting like he was out of breath.
Well, that's what Mark Talbert said. See, and here's my thing. Before they release something, they give us a perspective. They give us what they want us to think. And then they give it to us and we go, yeah. Yeah, because that's exactly what Mark Talbert said. He was acting out of breath. Ain't that what he said?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. It's weird because, okay, I can understand why it is that, and I would have questioned this. I'm just being honest. See, when I first hear something, I go, okay. He said his coat's not here. Well, a coat hangs up on a coat rack or in the closet, but it's too high for a 3-year-old to reach it and grab his coat unless you just messy and you got clothes and coats and everything on the floor, which sometimes people do have. They don't care where their kids drop the stuff or whatever, but he said his coat was gone. So if you got clothes all over but you're packing to move. So why would your coats be on the floor? his kids didn't go outside a lot. So that's a long time for, okay. I'm just trying to understand this a little bit.
And if you play it back, when the officer asked him, how old is he says 3.
He said 3, and then he said 4. 4. Yeah, I caught that. Uh, Let me see if it will play it one more time for us. See,
Are you coming back on today?
I'm on now. We're on now.
No, I'm saying, are you coming back on?
No. It's I could. Why?
So when that popped through, I wanted to send it to you right away and call you and tell you to check your messages.
Yeah, I'm gonna record it so we can see. Like, I like to be ready and prepared. Not okay, because once I put out my thumbnail, some people get mad and they say, "Well, I thought you was gonna talk about this," but then you jump and talk about something else, which is, I get it, I understand. So, but somebody requests me to come on. I mean, they didn't request. They knew, we come on today, and they had some questions about that interview with Cory, and I get it. I understand. It's they some people stand on what they think and what they believe and all the things they know, and I don't try to change nobody's perspective. Everybody's free will, free thought. They don't have boxes and antennas on their head. You can't make us. I made you think one way or another, but I keep an open perspective.
Correct.
An open perspective means if there's a possibility, could this be this or could this be that? Now, we sometimes get in our mind, if we're fed one type of thing, just like your mother cooked for you your whole entire life, right?
Yeah.
Being raised. So you like certain foods. And certain foods you think mom cooked the best because that's what you're used to. Now, if somebody else tries to give you something of that nature, it might be like a different color, a little off on the color or whatever. Or, they added a green bean in there, and when you're not used to that, you're going to be like, You know what I'm saying? But you're used to what you've been taught and told.
Correct.
Okay, so I try to tell people, don't get mad at me because I think out the box. Like, my mother was a good cook. She was. Now, until I became an adult, I thought she was the best cook in the world until I went to New Jersey. When I went to New Jersey, I tasted some Mediterranean food, and it was the best steak I've ever. I mean, it melted the marble. I know what they mean when they say that the glazed marble on the steak,
Yeah.
and it just salivate all the sensations in your mouth, and when you're not fighting your food, you're just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? People used to speak on it before, but I didn't know what they were talking about because when we ate steak, I mean, I thought it was good. It was great. It was mama's steak. But then I got introduced to something else, and I can't say today that mama's steak is the best steak I've ever had. I just can't. I love my mama. Trust me, I do. I love my mama regardless what we went through. I love my mama.
Correct.
But when I got introduced to something else, and I had to put my guards. I wouldn't have never told my mama this. Mama, somebody can cook better than you. I just wouldn't. That would hurt her feelings.
Absolutely.
But I have to be truth to myself. It was a good steak. We need time to gurgitate this 911. I need to record it so there's no we can just get to it, stop it,
Okay. Right.
I appreciate you sending it to us. What did you think?
I mean, I had already heard it.
Yeah, but what did you think?
I didn't hear no type of distress in his voice. Did I hear him a little out of breath? Yeah, I did. I mean, because that's what it's
Somebody did send something to me. I mean, well, they didn't send it to me. We spoke, and that was Lisa, and we spoke, and she said something to me, and it made sense. It made a whole bunch of sense. I mean, as a whole of that interview that he gave, what was that, Channel 13? Um, it was still all about him. It's 29 minutes, and it was still really all about him. That made a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
I have to have people talk to me and tell me what they see, tell me what they think. And it's not that we're arguing, it's that tell me what you see, tell me what you think, tell me what you hear, because this is what I hear. This is what I think. I mean, and what he was saying, there was a lot of stuff he was saying, and it made sense. Like he threw TT under the bus.
Oh yeah.
He was like, I don't know what she talking about. Like, no, that didn't happen. Da, 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 da. I'm like, well, why would he do that? Well,
Right. I don't know why she lied.
yeah. Yeah, and she was like, I didn't lie then, and I ain't lying now, and she just move on and whatever, whatever, whatever. But I understand too why he do that, because if you're trying to tell the truth, and you got friends or family that's throwing in stuff that ain't so, that's gonna hold you back. But at the same time, you're not answering the direct questions.
Absolutely.
The lady asked him one question, which was the most important question: where's Cody? And his answer is, which if he didn't know, would be, I don't know. But the whole 31 minutes, just like they did the interview with the money and the $10,000, was about him being mistreated. And Lisa pointed something else out to me. She say, he's a narcissist.
Absolutely.
She said she thinks he's a narcissist. He was trying to control the woman. He was like, sit down, write this down. Don't just write what I say. And so people look, but see, when a person's on trial or a person being convicted, he's not on trial anymore. He's convicted. And that's the way that goes. But I heard something really weird. An analyst came on the other day, and they were talking about Cory Bigsby, and they said that, I know the Commonwealth says they're going to want 40 years, the maximum, for second degree murder, and 5 years for the concealment, right? But this analyst says he can get up to 162 years for his charges. 162 years?
Yeah, because that's where the abuse and neglect and disregard to human life, no medical attention, he still has all those charges to go through yet.
Right, those charges are little charges, though.
Yeah. But I guess, I don't know.
I don't know why that man said that. I heard it for myself. Ain't nobody told me that. I heard it for myself. The man said he can get 162 charges. Now, here's the funny thing. So, some people came in here the other day. Nancy, stay on here. Can you?
Yeah, it's about 5 more minutes.
Okay. Some people came on here and they were like, SP, they've already filed for an appeal. They did it this morning. They had all the ands and buts about this. No. No. So, if you came in here, see, I tell people, please, I just don't want you to be looking silly when you say something important, because here's the thing. There's a whole baby out there, and we're trying to wonder if he's still alive or if he's gone, because if there's no closure, you don't know. So we're still on this case trying to get the information. We don't want the drama. We want the truth. We want the facts. So the facts is they have not filed an appeal, and I'm gonna tell you why, because the guy broke it down. Like I said, I just don't, like, tell me why he's not a filed appeal. They say appeal can only be filed 30 days And that is based after being sentenced. So he has to be sentenced, not convicted. He has to be sentenced first. Then you can file for an appeal. You cannot file for an appeal when the sentence has not been there. It says they can't file. I even took notes. It says can't file. They were talking about this case particularly. They wasn't talking about any other case in another state. So you can't tell me that, this is the Commonwealth and our rules and laws are different or whatever. They were talking about Cory Bigsby versus Virginia versus Cory Bigsby. They said he cannot file. That's why they're saying they gotta wait, because they cannot file an appeal until after the sentence has been taken place. They will ask for 45 years. That is what Antoine is asking for, the maximum. And then they got 30 days to file the appeal, but based on the legal errors only, not based on anything else. It not based on what your attorney didn't give you, what you didn't see, but only based on a legal error that you can get the appeal to be accepted. And here's the number one key. They said that the appeal goes to the Attorney General office, and they handle the Commonwealth Attorney's appeal. It don't go to the Supreme Court. It goes to the Attorney General. And this is where Antoine Bell says, so since even if they appeal and they can't because there was no error against the legal aspect of the situation, Antoine Bell says that they are confident that we are absolutely, what did I say here? We are absolutely blank. They laid down sufficient evidence for what appeal to be denied. Hard something I can't read my writing because I was writing so fast. I was like, oh my God, I'm getting the inside scoop here, because you got to know the rules and the laws and stuff. Cory, sometimes he was mixed up in the interview because he was like, they didn't tell me this, they didn't give me that, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. And I'm like, and then they used my words against me, they set me up. It was everybody else's fault but his. And I looked at that like, dude, don't they tell you anything you say can be? Me and Lisa talked about this. It's like, and everybody say, well, SP, I told you, or such. Hey, we think alike don't mean just because I say it because that I'm taking your words. I'm not, because it's already embedded in us what we know for what the law to be. They tell you have the right to remain silent. That means shut up.
Right. Stupid, shut up.
You have the right. Now, once you give up that right, it can and it will be held against you. You can't come back later on and say, well, they using it against me because I told them the truth. Well, you did tell them the truth. That's why you're in jail.
Right. He had so much to say, but yet wouldn't take a stand.
Well, I think they told him not to.
Yeah,
I believe they told him not to because that is the best thing to do. But really, I'm going to be honest with you. He really had nothing to lose. He could have persuaded one of those jurors that there was a benefit of a doubt if he had anything. Now, some of the things that he said in his interview didn't make sense to me, because if you guys got this evidence and it's discovery, your attorneys know. They know who's going to be called. They know who the witnesses is. They have did depositions, asked questions to these people themselves to find out what they want to find out.
Right.
So they know that baby was going to be called. Why would they not tell the client?
Right. So Cory.
And Cory's family and Cory picked Dum Dum, Amina Matheny, and Doodoo Brown. Nobody picked them but them.
Right. You know, I mean, he needs to ask those questions to his attorneys. So when he's saying he didn't see none of it, okay, well, you need to ask them why you didn't see it because they had it.
And his attorneys can reach out to him at any given time in the middle of the night.
Anytime. Yep.
They can see him anytime. And then there's got to be a paper trail of if he had trouble with getting food or he had trouble getting his mail or seeing his family or texting his family, he should have addressed that to his attorney, and then they should have wrote out inconsistencies of how the mistreating of their client is being taken.
Right.
But every time when they did something to please him or appease him, make sure that he ate, it backfired, and they was like, oh, his family say, oh, the reason why he said that is because they promised him chicken. They promised us this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they couldn't really win on that. But nevertheless, I wanted to go. We're gonna go over the interview, but yet, I mean, there's inconsistencies on both sides. I'm just gonna be honest with you, because the defense and Lisa tried to explain to me. The defense had Mark Talbert as their hostile witness. You know what I'm saying? Because only one. I don't know if only one person can call a person to be their witness, but I guess the defense was gonna call Mark Talbert. But Mark Talbert didn't show up. Did he not show up, or did he just not be called?
No, he did show up. He was there the first 3 days of everything, and then he just went back to work. You know.
So they didn't call him.
No, they never reached back out to him.
So their whole thing is we'll call him we'll put him down as a witness, subpoena him, and then we have the right to call him or not call him.
Exactly.
And so when they got the floor, they didn't call him. It just wasted his time. So because I was wondering why Mark didn't get up on that thing. Okay.
That's because they never called him.
Mm.
So, because they knew that Mark Talbot was going to be, it was going to go in the prosecution's favor if they would have.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Nancy.
All right, you're welcome.
Always on it. Stay on it, girl. I need to call you later on sometime, because I got to talk to you.
Okay.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, you guys. So, that was Nancy. She shared with us that they've just released the 911 call. I do want to hear it one more time now. I do. Because I can get a better thinking. It's playing a commercial. So hold on. Everybody gotta have their commercials in there. Sometimes they just automatically come in. But hold on.
Hampton 911, where is your emergency? Yes, I think my son is missing. What's your address? You said you think your son is missing? Yes. Why do you think that? I just went out. I got up and got dressed because we were supposed to be moving today, right? After I fed the babies, I went and got dressed, and when in the room where he was supposed to be at, I went in there to get my coat.
Hold on. Did this man, is y'all in the building? Press 1. Did this man says, I fed the babies and then I went to get dressed. You fed the babies? Was he trying to say he fed the two youngest ones, but he didn't feed Cody? I fed the babies? Did he say I fed the babies and then hold on? See, uh let me see if I can go back. Oh, snap, shoot. Oh, crap. Oh, oh God. Hold on. This is what I'm gonna dang it. Where's my phone? Let me record this time so we ain't gotta do this no more. You can just keep on riling around because I'm finna record this now. Okay. Because yeah, they're doing this. I do that so that we won't get a strike, y'all.
Hampton 911, where is your emergency? Happy, yes, I think my son is missing. What's your address? You said you think your son is missing? Yes. Why do you think that? I just went out, I got up and got dressed because we were supposed to be moving today, right? After I fed the babies, I went and got dressed, and when in the room where he was supposed to be at, I went in there to get my coat, and he wasn't in there, so I ran outside, looked everywhere, try to find him. I don't know where he's at. Okay, how old is he? He's 4. He's 4. Okay, do you know what he was wearing, and when's the last time you saw him? Yes, last night I saw him. He tapped me, asked me, can he go outside, and sometimes he usually creeps outside at night. Okay, what's his name? What's his name? Cody. Okay, how tall is he approximately? I don't know. Okay, what was he wearing last night? Do you remember? Was he wearing like he was like 3'5". No, he wasn't wearing pajamas. He was wearing black sweatpants. He was wearing black socks, and he had on a black shirt. Have you checked the entire house? See if maybe he's hiding anywhere? Yeah, I have checked the entire house, the closets and everything. Okay. He had on Spider-Man. I think he had on his Spider-Man flip-flops because they're not here. And his black jacket is missing. And you said the black jacket? Yes. Okay. What's your last name? Bigsby. And his last name Bigsby as well? Yes. Okay. Is there a better phone number than the one you're calling on? Because we're not able to call this one back because it's a disconnected phone. Yes, you can call. We already have you to route to you, okay? Just give us a call back if anything changes, okay? All right, thank you. Yes, sir.
Okay. Cody, call Cory. 911 call. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out, you guys, what is he saying at the beginning? I'm trying to figure out what is he saying. He said, something ma. I don't know what he's saying, though. Do anybody understand what he's saying? hold on. So he just fed the babies. Then he took a shower. And then he went in the room to get his coat. And Cody's not there. And his shoes is missing. And his coat. All right, you guys, we're going to go over that 911. We're already 51 minutes into the hour. Um, so,
Bigsby, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Do you feel you had a fair trial?
No, I really don't.
And why?
It's a number of different things. For one, I don't feel like my attorneys were provided the proper information. Me and my attorneys never went over anything before we went to trial. Sat down and talked about anything. I never seen none of the stuff that they presented in court. There was no videos given to us that we asked for to prove any of the information that they was given, which was lies. It was all lies about dates when I went to suicide watch and all kinds of things. My son said something totally different in the first two interviews that he was given in the beginning, which was 2 years ago. Then all of a sudden my son come and say some stuff that was coerced, knowing my son never seen his brother land anywhere lifeless, none of that.
So you're saying you never got a chance to view the Commonwealth's evidence?
I never got a chance to view any of that.
Is it because your attorneys didn't show you, or that your attorneys never got it?
Either my attorneys didn't get it, because I know they asked for it in preliminaries, they didn't get it, or they didn't show it to me. And then another thing was, for one, I was ambushed because my attorneys never got to interview my son about anything before trial. We didn't even know who was going to be up there. I didn't know who was going to be up there.
Okay.
Then all of these videos that they were showing was trash videos. For one, you're talking to me through the intercom, right? I'm telling you, for one, I'm being mistreated. I'm not getting proper showers. My family was being sent information through the tablets that you use over at the jail. I was sending them up-to-date text information on the things that they were doing as far as torturing me. As far as me not getting showers, not giving me my proper medications and all that kind of stuff. Which was supposed to have been on video.
At Hampton Roads Regional Jail.
Yes, Hampton Roads Regional Jail. My lawyer and my family have up-to-date text information on all that stuff that I provided. When I was going through the child neglect cases, I had sent her all that stuff. Then when I showed up to court, when I had court for the child neglect cases, and I got sentenced over there, I showed up to court. I was frail. I was like 54 pounds less than what I was when I first went in there because I wasn't being fed properly.
So let's go into that. How do you feel your treatment was in the jail?
It was definitely subpar. I was not being treated right. We didn't get to come out and get showers every other day like we were supposed to. I didn't get gym time like I was supposed to.
You produced several statements in jail confessing about Cody's death.
No, there was no confessions about anybody's death that I presented to anybody. Because for one, those statements that I gave to them was because they were talking to me through the intercom when I was telling them, when are we going to get showers? I was asking the COs, when are we going to get showers? When are we getting out of here? Because I had kept asking them as they would do their rounds, like, what time are we coming out for showers? They would tell us, oh, you're not getting a shower today, or you'll get a shower later, and then we wouldn't get the shower. So I ended up talking to the COs through the intercom, because it's an intercom at every cell that they use, right? Asking them about shower times and all that kind of specific stuff. And I was not getting the proper answers. I said, look, whatever I got to do to get out of here. So they kept telling me, write a confession letter then. And I kept telling him I'm not confessing to anything because there's nothing to confess to. So I said, okay, I'll write a letter. So when I wrote the letter, right, the letters was supposed to be about me coming in the house and my son being unconscious and me not knowing that he was unconscious, like it was an accident. Then all of a sudden it went from them telling me to write that because they were telling me what to write through the intercoms. They were telling me what to write down on the paper, and I was telling them I wasn't going to write it. It went from that to them telling me specifically to write certain things that I wrote in the one letter that was X'd out.
The June 18th.
Yes, it was written in crayon and it was X'd out. I never turned that into anybody.
Backspin, can you stop for 1 second?
They came in my room.
Okay. Yes. Yes, Lisa. Can you hear me? I stopped it. Lisa. Go ahead. Can't hear you. Okay, what's up?
Okay, so that part, I just cannot get this echo away. Um, okay, SB, I'm gonna call right back in. Let me see if I can get my computer.
Okay.
To do a search because I was on suicide watch, right? If I'm on suicide watch and you come to my room to do an inspection, right? What will make you flip through every page and read it? If anything, you would just shake that to see if I had any weapons or anything in there to try to present any type of harm to myself, which I never did. They even said that in court. I never told anybody that I was going to kill myself, so why am I on suicide watch? Then they said I was put over there because I did this. If a CO is walking past, how I'm going to get their attention? Hey, CO, can I talk to you real quick? Is that something to be on suicide watch for? It don't make sense, do it?
You wrote some pretty graphic details. You know, a lot of people say, how could he have written those graphic details if it was?
You could tell that was trash details because for one, I never said, for one, you don't even have a body, right? So how I'm going to give you a building number and all of this stuff where you can find my son at and then you don't find him there? That's trash. So you already know that was definitely something that was made up. Okay, then secondly, I killed my son, then I went to Busch Gardens, I did this, I went to the store, I went to take a boo-boo, all this stuff. Come on now. That don't even sound right.
So you wrote the letters to basically appease the officers to
get me out of there and take me over to the mental health ward. So that I could be treated properly because over on the mental health ward, they have free access to roam around, to watch TV, to eat, to exercise, all that kind of stuff. They don't go through all the things that we go through over there, but I never tried to commit suicide or told anybody that I was suicidal. So I should have never been put on no suicide ward. And then they lied about how long I was over there.
Okay, so he wanted to go to the suicide ward. He wanted to go to the suicide ward so he could have free access to food, roam around, TV, phones, gym time, exercise. And then he turns around and say, I shouldn't have been over there. It's anything they do, they never, he don't understand. He wanted to know why they went through the composition book and because what you're looking for, it could be razors, it could be blades in there. So okay, yes, Lisa.
Okay, is it better? No.
Yeah.
Oh, it's no echo.
It's very minimum.
Oh, I can hear it real good. Okay, so what was the part that we were at when I asked you to stop? So I
He was
spent an hour of my life going over this video in the legal perspective. So it was at a park.
hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me. I almost forgot. I need to give a shout out to PS before we get started. A shout out to PS for the super chat. That was a little bit way back. I'm sorry. I was just. Here we go. Okay. Now her phone is being disconnected. Boy, 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 boy. My goodness. You guys. Um it's a lot of things shooting right now. And Lisa's, I didn't take her off. She is just disconnected. I don't know why it's disconnected because we just threw in a shout out to PS. Um, Here we go, Lisa.
Okay, I'm gonna put it down. I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm just
Okay,
gonna go
cause
to sleep.
okay, let's go.
All right. So the so here's what I would like to request first,
Okay,
because going over this interview on the legal perspective get top dollar. So for everybody who can hear me, go ahead and send that $5, $10 to that super chat. That'll pay me for my time. Cause
up.
I feel like somebody should pay me for watching this. Uh, so get that to the Warriors for Children right quick, and I'm gonna get mine when I get off. Um, so the first thing I would like everybody to note, if you're watching this video from beginning to end, because this video is about Cory and not Cody. So it's 8 times in this video where Cory talks about him not being properly treated. So, SP, you can start a video. It's a place that I wanted you to go. I think we were there.
Um,
Times that I was over there way longer than they said I was over there. And it's videos inside the jail of every single thing that you do. There's no reason why. If they say that I left a certain date, tell them to show you a video with a time stamp on it, showing them moving me from that ward over to the next ward. I bet you they can't present that. I didn't even get a chance to call home and talk to my family. The last time I talked to my family was around June of 2022. Up until the time that I left was June of 2023. So it was like a year that I didn't even get to talk to my family. They don't even have no phone calls or anything of me talking to my family during that time frame.
Okay, so right there, stop it right there for 1 second, SP.
okay.
So, him not having a tablet, him not being able to call home, him not being able to get his commissary. So, if anybody know anything about anybody who's been to jail, not prison, just jail, the removal or the inability for him to do these things is some form of punishment in jail for something he's done. And perhaps it is because he didn't say it in the video, but I heard it before the video started that he punched the glass out the cell. So those things being removed is nothing to do with him being treated properly in jail. It's punishment for behavior in jail. So I suspect he can't use the tablet, he can't get commissary, he can't make phone calls because he's in some form of punishment for behavior. So you could go ahead, SP.
Okay.
talk to my family. I didn't even get tablet access because they took the tablets away and wouldn't even let me use a tablet.
So what was your mental state in the jail?
My mental state was always fine, just the same way it is right now when I'm talking to you. I had mental health counselors come and talk to me every day, and I would say, I'm fine, I'm doing fine. They would say, so tell me some things that make you happy. I said, well, I'm alive, I get to exercise, God is good, I'm praying, I'm reading the Bible.
Okay, you can stop right there. So he never said he was worried, he was concerned, he didn't get his tablet, he didn't get his comments, he didn't get his phone calls. He never said I couldn't check on my son. I couldn't see if my son is okay. I couldn't see if they were still searching for my son. He said, I'm fine. I'm praying every day. I'm doing good. I'm reading the Bible. And then the place that I wanted SP to stop was when he was saying he wasn't getting his showers. He wasn't getting proper nutrition from his food, and he wanted to be transferred to the mental ward. So
Oh,
that
that came before. You want me to go back?
no, you don't have to go back. That's why I wanted you to stop originally. So I'm gonna explain it. So when he said, if you listen to what Cory said, when he said they wasn't giving me showers, I asking about the showers, I wasn't getting proper showers, I wasn't getting proper exercise, I wasn't getting proper nutrition, but he wanted to be transferred to
I
the
want to play that
mental
because
ward.
you wasn't on the live. Your phone had you couldn't hear, but we played it. But I want let's go back, Lisa.
Okay.
I got a little time today.
Anywhere, lifeless, none of that.
So you're saying you never got a chance to view the Commonwealth's evidence?
I never got a chance to view any of that.
Is it because your attorneys didn't show you, or that your attorneys never got it?
Either my attorneys didn't get it, because I know they asked for it in preliminaries, they didn't get it, or they didn't show it to me.
He's sitting at the table with his attorney.
For one, I was ambushed because my attorneys never got to interview my son about anything before trial. We didn't even know who was going to be up there. I didn't know who was going to be up there.
That's a lie. You know that's a lie.
Yeah.
Then all of these
because
videos
they gave the witness list to everybody in the courtroom.
You're talking to me through the intercom, right? I'm telling you, for one, I'm being mistreated. I'm not getting proper showers. My family was being sent information through the tablets that you use over at the jail. I was sending them up-to-date text information on the things that they were doing as far as torturing me. As far as me not getting showers, not giving me my proper medications and all that kind of stuff. Which was supposed to have been on video.
At Hampton Roads Regional Jail.
Yes, Hampton Roads Regional Jail. My lawyer and my family have up-to-date text information on all that stuff that I provided. When I was going through the child neglect cases, I had sent her all that stuff. Then when I showed up to court, when I had court for the child neglect cases, and I got sentenced over there, I showed up to court. I was frail. I was like 54 pounds less than what I was when I first went in there because I wasn't being fed properly.
So let's go into that. How do you feel your treatment was in the jail?
It was definitely subpar. I was not being treated right. We didn't get to come out and get showers every other day like we were supposed to. I didn't get gym time like I was supposed to.
You produced several statements in jail confessing about Cody's death.
No, there was no confessions about anybody's death that I presented to anybody. Because for one, those statements that I gave to them was because they were talking to me through the intercom when I was telling them, when are we going to get showers? I was asking the COs, when are we going to get showers? When are we getting out of here? Because I had kept asking them as they would do their rounds, like, what time are we coming out for showers? They would tell us, oh, you're not getting a shower today, or you'll get a shower later, and then we wouldn't get the shower. So I ended up talking to the COs through the intercom, because it's an intercom at every cell that they use, right? Asking them about shower times and all that kind of specific stuff. And I was not getting the proper answers. I said, look, whatever I got to do to get out of here. So they kept telling me, write a confession letter then.
You see that? Let's stop it right there.
Say what?
You see what I'm saying? He said, I'm not getting proper showers. I'm not getting proper food. I'm not getting proper this. I'm not getting proper that. So they said, so he says, they said, write a confession letter. SP, would you confess to murder because you ain't took a shower?
No.
Who in the chat would write a whole confession letter on paper because they ain't getting a proper shower? Okay, you go ahead. I'll wait. You can go ahead.
Confessing to. So I said, okay, I'll write a letter. So when I wrote the letter, right, the letter was supposed to be about me coming in the house and my son being unconscious and me not knowing that he was unconscious, like it was an accident. Then all of a sudden it went from them telling me to write that because they were telling me what to write through the intercoms. They were telling me what to write down on the paper, and I was telling them I wasn't going to write it. It went from that to them telling me specifically to write certain things that I wrote in the one letter that was X'd out. It was written, yes, it was written in crayon and it was X'd out. I never turned that into anybody. They so-called said that they came in my room to do a search because I was on suicide watch, right? If I'm on suicide watch and you come to my room to do an inspection, right? What would make you flip through every page and read it? If anything, you would just shake that to see if I had any weapons or anything in there to try to present any type of harm to myself, which I never did. They even said that in court. I never told anybody that I was going to kill myself, so why am I on suicide watch? Then they said I was put over there because I did this. If a CO is walking past, how I'm going to get their attention? Hey, CO, can I talk to you real quick? Is that something to be on suicide watch for? It don't make sense, do it?
You wrote some pretty graphic details. You know, a lot of people say, how could he have written those graphic details if it was?
You could tell that was trash details because for one, I never said, for one, you don't even have a body, right? So how I'm going to give you a building number and all of this stuff where you can find my son at and then you don't find him there? That's trash. So you already know that was definitely something that was made up. Okay, then secondly, I killed my son, then I went to Busch Gardens, I did this, I went to the store, I went to take a boo-boo, all this stuff. Come on now. That don't even sound right.
So you wrote the letters to basically appease the officers to...
Here it is.
To get me out of there and take me over to the mental health ward.
That's it.
That's it right there.
That's what he did. This man was trying to con these people. And it was about his treatment in jail. You know, he wanted to be treated like the kid he is while he in the jail for murdering his kid. He wasn't getting proper showers. He wasn't getting proper nutrition. He wasn't getting proper this. He wasn't getting proper that. So he decided he wanted to go to the mental ward where he said he got movement, he can watch TV, and he can get proper food. So he stopped eating the food. That's why he was on suicide watch. Because if you listen to the video, in this video, he says, I refused it. So he stopped eating it on his own. It wasn't about the 2 cookies. He didn't want to eat because he was trying to con these people to get them over to the mental ward. But instead of taking them to the mental ward, they took this con man to suicide watch.
Okay.
So you can go ahead.
Okay. A lot of what he's saying is just, I think he is a little cuckoo.
So that I can be treated properly because over on the mental health ward, they have free access to roam around, to watch TV, to eat, to exercise, all that kind of stuff. They don't go through all the things that we go through over there. But I never tried to commit suicide or told anybody I was suicidal. So I should have never been put on no suicide ward. And then they lied about how long.
So he's saying he never should have been put on the suicide ward.
Right, because he was trying to get to the mental ward. But they put him in the suicide ward instead. So he still didn't get what he wanted. So he stopped eating his food so he could try to convince them that he cuckoo and go to the mental ward where he can watch TV. He can move around. You see what he said? In the mental ward, he got all that, everything they do in the mental ward. But they didn't take him to the mental ward. They took him to suicide, probably because he broke that glass.
So at first he was in a suicide watch because I was like, they don't have intercoms in every cell, but in the suicide watch they do.
Yeah, right, because it's playing that right.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
The 3 times that I was over there way longer than they said I was over there. And it's videos inside the jail of every single thing that you do. There's no reason why. If they say that I left a certain date, tell them to show you a video with a timestamp on it, showing them moving me from that ward over to the next ward. I bet you they can't present that.
Why does that even matter?
I didn't even get a chance to call home and talk to my family. The last time I talked to my...
Yeah, he's angry about him. I guess he thought jail was going to be a little bit different, and then when he found out what jail was, he didn't want to be in jail. So he got on suicide watch. Well, he didn't like suicide watch because he didn't get to talk to his family and all this other stuff. So then he went to the mental ward.
He was trying to get to the mental ward. They would put him in the mental ward. That's what his beef is, because they put him on suicide watch and not the mental ward. That's what his beef is in this thing, is that they put him on suicide watch instead of putting him in the mental ward where he can watch TV and he get some salad.
Okay.
My family was around June of 2022. Up until the time that I left was June of 2023. So it was like a year that I didn't even get to talk to my family. They don't even have no phone calls or anything of me talking to my family during that time frame. For a whole year, I didn't get to talk to my family. I didn't even get tablet access because they took the tablets away and wouldn't even let me use a tablet.
So what was your mental state in the jail?
My mental state was always fine, just the same way it is right now when I'm talking to you. I had mental health counselors come and talk to me every day, and I would say, I'm fine, I'm doing fine. They would say, so tell me some things that make you happy. I said, well, I'm alive, I get to exercise, God is good. I'm praying, I'm reading the Bible. Just fine.
You see what he said? He said, I'm fine. His kid is missing, and he says, I'm fine. I'm alive. That's what he said.
Yeah, he get to eat, exercise, he read the Bible.
Yeah, okay. What Bible?
See, all this time, he still, it's about him.
You see, he said the thing about Tony yet. That's what I'm saying. This man is, I suspect this man is 100% a narc. And not only do I think he's a narc, because this is what narcissists do. Everything is about them. They're a victim of everything, and everybody has treated them wrong. It doesn't matter what they do, how many lies they tell, they are the victim. See, he's the victim of the jail system, because they didn't treat him like he was in a 5-star hotel where he can go down to the gym and work out. He can go get him a proper nutritional meal, and he got treated like he wasn't in a 5-star hotel because he's a victim. He's a victim of the jail system, and he's supposed to be treated differently than every other criminal in the jail cell.
Okay.
Why am I here? That's what I would ask them. Why am I still over here? Well, we got to talk to this person to see if we can move you back. But I never got moved back. Most of the time, there was not even a CO on the cell block watching us to see what was going on. Anything could have happened.
Okay, Mr. Bigsby, let's dive into Dina's testimony. Where
What about Dina's testimony?
You had shared the email exchange where you had threatened to hurt Cody.
She ain't shared nothing. What they did was they printed out an email that I sent her, right? If I'm sending her an email telling her these things, I'm not actually saying that I'm going to pose threat to my son. What I'm saying is I'm talking to my baby mama and I'm saying, hey, we need to find out what's going on with him because it's getting to a point where, I'm ready to pop him, I'm ready to do something to him that I wouldn't normally do, but I'm not actually thinking about doing those things. It's just like as if one of your kids did something, you said, sit your behind down before I pop you, right? That don't mean that you're going to pop him, that just means that you're thinking about doing it.
Okay.
Why would I even talk to her about that if I'm going to kill my son? That don't even make sense.
He
And
doesn't
then
make
she
sense
said that she sent me
because
an email.
who would put evidence of violence in the email? He meant just what he said in that email. He wants you to come get your boy because I don't know what I'm finna do with him. He put it in the email because he's a raging violent man. And he's even violent to this doggone reporter who interviewed him, and the jail is the best place for him. He's upset.
He's what?
He's upset because nobody in their right mind will put in writing that they're going to harm a child. Now, you call somebody and say, look, you will come get this boy. There's no evidence of that. That is what he called he say, she say. That's your word against mine. Who puts it in the email that you don't come get this boy, I'm going to harm him? He does. Because he meant it.
Okay. Okay.
Right? She said she sent me an email that was after. It was what, around January?
January
Like right before I got locked up?
Wait, sorry.
Can you do this right?
You see how he just went off on the guard. You can't get the phone right. This man is a lunatic. He want to beat up the CEO now because the phone ain't working.
Here.
Yes, thank you. So Dina
Okay,
had
yeah,
sent.
like you was saying, right? You was asking about Dina. Okay, so I told you that email was my email that I sent her. And I was sending it to her as a concerned parent, trying to get her involved with what I had going on with Cody so that we could find out what was going on with our child. Not that I really wanted to kill my child or harm my child. Anybody in their right mind would not
You see
send
what he
her
said? Not that I really
that
wanted to
actually
kill
had
my
thoughts of
son.
killing their child. You
Not
understand
that I
what I'm saying?
really wanted to
And I
kill
would
him.
never do that to my kids because I love my kids too much. Then, on top of that, they said that she sent me an email concerned about their whereabouts and what was going on, right? That wasn't presented in court. Where is that email? That email don't exist.
Now,
That's the one
SP,
that I
just
tried.
one
She said
second.
it's the one that I got.
Just stop at the email part. If she sent him an email,
Mm-hmm.
he has the email. She sent it to him. So
Right.
it is not the responsibility of the state to provide that email. He has the email. He has two lawyers that he hired. So if it was an email and it was worth presenting, the email would have been there. If it was a thread of text messages that went back and forth between him and her, they on her phone and they're on his phone. So if they want to submit this into evidence after after the trial is over, he think they should be submitted. Why didn't they submit them, SP? His lawyer had them.
That wouldn't have, to be honest with you, if there was an email that she's saying, hey, um, is my kids okay or my kids alive? That would have helped the prosecutor side.
But that's why they didn't submit them. That's my point. He has these emails. He's saying why didn't they present them? He knows exactly why they didn't present them, and he know they was available to present, but they wouldn't present them because they would have been in her favor, not his. That's why his
Right.
lawyer didn't bring them up.
Right.
Presented the one that I sent, right? Where is the one that she sent me?
Well, they did. The January 2022 email where she said, "Where are my kids?"
They didn't present no email. There was no email presented. You didn't see no hard copy of that email. I want you to get a hard copy of that email and put it on TV. I guarantee you won't get it.
So that goes back to you weren't able to review evidence.
Exactly. That goes back to there was no evidence. That was all he said, she said.
She claimed she testified multiple
Hold on.
times that you.
Okay. So he's saying there is no email.
He said there's no hard copy, that they didn't present a hard copy of the
Right.
email.
He said try to go get it. There isn't none.
He said there is no hard
Yeah, I know he
Said
said there's
that.
no
That's why
hard
he
copy.
said
He
there
says
is
you
no
didn't.
hard
He
copy.
said you didn't see none because there is none. Here, let me go back. We're at 10:58. We go back to
Like 20 seconds.
we go back to 9:58.
Actually had thoughts of killing their child. You understand what I'm saying? And I would never do that to my kids because I love my kids too much. Then, on top of that, they said that she sent me an email concerned about their whereabouts and what was going on, right? That wasn't presented in court. Where is that email? That email don't exist.
See?
That's some made up crap. You presented the one that I sent, right? Where's the one that she sent me?
Well, they did. The January 2022 email where she said, "Where are my kids?"
They didn't present no email. There was no email presented. You didn't see no hard copy of that email. I want you to get a hard copy of that email and put it on TV. I guarantee you won't get it.
So that goes back to you weren't able to review evidence.
Exactly. That goes back to there was no evidence. That was all he said, she said.
She she testified multiple times that you kept the kids away from her after you agreed to co-parent.
I didn't keep no kids away from her. If you look into my emails, which my attorneys already know, right? There was text messages and all that kind of stuff. She was presented an opportunity to come down and see the kids. For one, and this has nothing to do about her. This has to do about a trial not being done properly like it was supposed to. Now, I'll go into that if you want to talk about that.
Yeah.
So, she was presented an opportunity to come down and see the kids, right?
When?
This was after November of 2021. After I had all four of the boys, right? She was presented an opportunity to come down and visit them. She didn't even tell me that she was coming in town. She just popped up, right? So as soon as she popped up, I seen a text message.
Remember, Lisa, we were talking, and I told you she just popped up.
Wait, rewind a little bit.
Okay, we're at 11:48, so we'll go to 11:07.
Already know, right? There was text messages and all that kind of stuff. She was presented an opportunity to come down and see the kids. For one, and this has nothing to do about her. This has to do about a trial not being done properly like it was supposed to. Now, I'll go into that if you want to talk about that.
Yeah.
So, she was presented an opportunity to come down and see the kids,
Opportunity.
right? This was after November of 2021. After I had all four of the boys, right?
After I had
She was presented an opportunity to come down and visit them. She didn't even tell me that she was coming in town. She just popped up, right?
Wait, keep going. She said he popped up and texted me 30 minutes before.
Okay, but listen to what he said. Two things caught my attention here. One is he says, this is after I have all four of the boys. So at first he didn't have all the boys.
Right, I caught that too, but I don't know what he means by that.
Okay, you caught that?
Yeah, I caught that, but I don't know what he means.
Right.
I thought he had them all at the same time.
Right. But that goes to say, when we were talking, I was telling you she popped up in
No,
town.
he said she popped up, but he's saying she popped up with that text message saying I'm 30 minutes away. So keep playing.
Okay.
So he said she popped up, and then he gonna say with this saying she 30 minutes away.
Tell me that she was coming in town. She just popped up, right?
She didn't tell me she was coming in town.
She just popped up. Okay, keep going though.
Okay.
So as soon as she popped up, I seen a text message on my phone saying, "Hey, I'm
See
30
that?
minutes
He's
out."
not saying she was there. He's saying she popped up and he got a text.
Right.
But not that she was physically with him. That she popped up. And
Right.
sent him a
Right.
text message.
Right. I wasn't saying she was physically with him, but she just popped up. First, remember, he said she had an opportunity to see him. She never did show up. And then all of a sudden, she just popped up in town and said, "Hey, I'm here." You know?
Yeah, I got that part. I thought you were saying she popped up.
Text me the address of your apartment, right? So I responded back. I texted her the address. She never showed up. She never showed up because she went somewhere else. I don't know where she went. I don't know what happened, but she never showed up. This was 30 minutes later. You cannot tell me that you got so far as 30 minutes away from being to Hampton, Virginia. You turned around and went back to D.C. and you couldn't turn your behind right back around 30 minutes later to come see your kids if it was that important.
See, that poses a question for me,
When did
SP.
I agree to co-parent? Yeah. There was never no agreement.
So what now?
See, that poses a question for me. That whole statement, she popped up and text me, and she 30 minutes away, and then she doesn't show up, and she can't. You mean tell me she can't turn back around and come get her kids? So then that made me wonder: was that the day? Was that the day he
Come
beat
on.
Cody? Because he was mad that she didn't come.
Was that the day when mom was supposed to show up and she texted him and said, I'm 30 minutes, give me the address. He gives her the address and he said 30 minutes later, he must have got really happy she was in town or whatever. So when she didn't show up, you saying that's when he took
No,
Cody out?
I'm not saying that is. I'm saying I wonder if that's the day. That is if that's the day that made him that enraged, because he was excited because he realized 30 minutes later she wasn't there.
She turned around. How
Right.
did he? How? Yeah, he said he didn't know where she went. Is this the time that Titiani, TT, said she was in town and still didn't even come see her kids?
Right. So is that the time frame? Is that the time frame where Cody was supposedly originally missing? Not when he called in, but when they said it was months before. So I
No,
wonder if it was that day that he was so upset.
and they're talking about November.
Oh, I don't know what this man is a habitual liar. This man is pulling dates out the air, SP, because boy wasn't alive. Or he wasn't there. I'm sorry, he wasn't
Why?
there.
Why would he not be? Because he says, well, if she would have showed up and all the kids was there but not Cody, something would have went down.
Right. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm saying, is that the day that Cody was still alive that day? But what
Yeah.
day was this that she was supposed to show up and then didn't show? So was that the day he got mad and did something to Cody? Was it that day that she didn't show up? We know Cody was still alive because he was expecting her to come. He probably sitting at the door.
Yeah.
That was just my thought. You can go ahead. I was just trying to figure out what that date would have been.
Right. You saying that could have sent him to a rage and monster.
Right, because if somebody expected me to come and I'm a little late, most people don't call me like you. It's 30 minutes later, you know.
Co-parent again?
When did I agree to co-parent?
Yeah.
There was never no agreement. That's already understood. Co-parenting. That's understood from the child's birth.
Then
We've always been co-parenting.
why wasn't the text thread with Dina shown in court?
Hold on. See, you making this thing about Dina. Stop making it about Dina. Write down the stuff that I'm telling you. Write that down.
See, now
Write down these things that
the
I'm telling
reporter's
you.
gonna give you that.
Huh?
Now he mad at the reporter. He said this man got an anger issue.
Cause she wanted to talk about Dina, and he don't want to talk about Dina.
Well, it doesn't matter. He could have just said, I don't want to talk about Dina. He ain't got to give a woman no instructions. He behind the glass. She gonna walk out.
Nah, she.
I wish he would have told me to sit down and write down what I say.
he giving out orders. Sit
And
down.
she was afraid. Listen to her reaction. I'm gonna be scared.
Okay.
These are the things that I want you to talk about. Not about Dina.
Do your attorneys have the text thread where she didn't?
Are you trying to make this about Dina, or are you trying to write down what I'm telling you?
Oh, no, absolutely. Okay, we have everything down.
Okay, get that paper, sit right here in front of me, and I want you to write down everything that I'm telling you to look for.
I can't do that because it's getting all of what you're saying right here. So we're getting everything here.
Okay, I just want to make it known on the record, this is not about Dina. This is about a fair trial. And this is about presenting the things that I asked you for and preliminaries to prove the stuff that you're saying that I'm guilty of.
All right.
And I told you as far as a confession letter, there was 3 letters that was written about me so-called coming in the house and finding my child unresponsive. Those letters were coerced. They told me to write that stuff down, and they told me through the loudspeakers in the jail, inside the cells. The COs were forcing me to write that stuff because I was not being treated properly.
You see what he said, though, SP.
Yeah.
What would be the motivation for a CO to have him behind the speaker in his cell saying, write this down? I'm speaking to you just like I'm speaking to you on the phone. And I say, SP, write this down. I did so and so and so and so. They ain't got a gun to his head. They ain't got a knife to his head. All they doing is not giving him proper nutrition and proper showers. But they behind a speaker and they telling him they dictating a letter of confession behind a speaker. Come on, SP. You gonna write a whole confession letter 3 different times while he holding up 4 fingers on the video for 3 different letters, and somebody gonna dictate a confession letter from you on the speakerphone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
All of that stuff when I showed up in court, that I was not being treated properly. There was up-to-date text information that was sent to my family during that time frame, and my lawyer, because we were on a group chat from the jail directly. I was sending them that stuff, telling them about how I was being mistreated, telling them to get the videos.
All right. And a lot of people want to know, do you know where Cody is?
No, I don't know what Cody is. I never knew what Cody is. And that's unfair too. How you gonna say that I confessed to something? If I confess to it, then I'm telling you, hey, this is where my son is. You should have been able to go get him then, and it should have been over. You should have been able to prove hard facts that I killed my son, you found his body, and this is what happened.
Did he wander away? Did someone take him? What do you...
I don't know what happened.
So what he's saying is, if I confessed and I told you where my child is and you went there, you should have found him. Since it was a confession. If it was a confession, why you guys didn't find him? I mean, but they have him on video writing the letter.
Right, because he wrote it, SP. This man is a whole liar. He was trying to get to the mental ward so he can watch TV and get proper food and get him a shower.
Okay.
Someone take him? What do you...
I don't know what happened. All I know is, of course he had to wander away, but did somebody take him? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know that. I know they didn't see nothing. They didn't come to me and tell me, though, Cody was upstairs and he was unresponsive and I needed to go check on him. That's a lie. My son was knocked out. My son had went to sleep early.
Now, that's what I don't understand. He said, my son didn't see nothing. He was knocked out.
He said he didn't see nothing.
Earlier that night downstairs. He didn't wake up until I got frantic because I couldn't find Cody. And I went and shook him and said, hey, have you seen your brother? Before then, he had no recollection.
So he says he didn't wake up until I shook him and said, have you seen your brother? But remember at the beginning he said he fed the babies. So DJ and CJ, because they call Cody Coco and CJ, neither one of them was gonna eat, just the babies. You don't, why would you wake up the babies and feed the babies first? That
You know
that
why he fed the baby first of the line.
well, his story is not adding up. Because remember, his original story is he woke up and he could not find Cody. He didn't say he fed the babies, and then he went to go take a shower, and then he went in the room to put his coat on, and Cody wasn't there.
Right.
But you fed everybody but Cody. But it was, you went to go take a shower, but you went in the room to put your coat on. That's what he said. Mm.
Right. Because this is a professional victim. This man just wants to be seen as the victim and forget about Cody. Look at the way they treat me. They ain't even take me to the mental ward. They took me to suicide ward. You know, I ain't getting proper nutrition. I can't take a shower. You know, they come in my cell and telling me to write letters from the loudspeaker. Girl, I don't know how anybody can even live in the house with this man. But, you know, somebody got to go.
Going on with Cody, and he was questioned 2 times without me being present, and now all of a sudden he come up with this precise information that he's giving somebody. It wasn't even precise information because he didn't say that out of his mouth. He was asked specific questions, and he gave specific answers based off of those questions that he was asked.
So he said he was questioned 2 times without him being present, and he didn't answer the question. That ain't what he said. So if he was interviewed without him being present, how do he know what he was said, what was said in the first 2 meetings? Okay.
I don't know.
To pull him back to make sure that he gave them the answer that they wanted.
I think he's talking about when they were in court. They kept stopping the questioning, and then they would put it back on, and then they would
Right,
stop
but
it.
did they play the videos of the first 2 meetings in court? Because we
No,
know. Right, so
no.
what are you talking about? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. He's
He's talking
saying, and
about
he's
when they
talking
were in
about live
court.
report.
They would stop, and he'd be like, "I'm tired," or "He's tired. Let him get some water," or such and such. They come back. He was not stating, "Oh, I seen this." They're saying, "Was he this color? Was he that color? Was his eyes open? Was their eyes shut?" He wasn't saying, "Hey, his eyes were shut." He's saying, "This is what I want. This is why you know, we didn't get to hear the confession, not the confession, but the testimony. But what I was told, and I wanted to ask Nancy that, but we wasn't there yet. But I wanted to ask Nancy, was these questions like, was he red, purple, blue, green? If you giving him stuff, and then he go, yeah, red and purple. Okay, was his eyes open? Was his eyes shut? Yeah, his eyes was open. Uh, did he say something? No. He's saying his child didn't say these things. They were questions presented to him. And as he answered them, yes, no, no, yes, or whatever, that's how it came up with the results.
Okay, well, make sure you ask Nancy that because I'll be curious to know too.
Let me write that down. Um, all right. I'll put Nancy's name right here.
Because I thought the boy just described what he saw.
Was the testimony of DJ questions or for for observation from the child? Because I do believe that's what he's saying right there. Um,
The interview 3 times to pull him back to make sure that he gave them the answer that they wanted.
did they pull him back 3 times?
Ever spank or hurt your children?
Hold on.
No, that's
Did they pull DJ back 3 times before he answered. Okay. Let me go back. This is 1602. I'll go back to 1544.
Based off of those questions that he was asked. That was coerced. And they took him away from the interview 3 times to pull him back to make sure that he gave them the answer that they wanted.
Did you ever spank or hurt your children?
No, that's trash. Where's the autopsy report proving that? Did you see an autopsy report in court?
That's what the older brother, that's what your older
Did you see an autopsy report proving that?
There's no autopsy in this.
Exactly. There's none because it never happened. Was my kids, did you see a video of my kids when they was inside the precinct? Did you see the video of them in the room playing when they was in the room with me?
Yeah, let's talk about that interrogation. Were you voluntarily there?
I was voluntarily there. I volunteered for that.
Okay.
And I gave them copies of everything that I had. I offered it over to them. I said, credit card receipts, anything you want, you can have it. I gave them that stuff. They didn't ask me for that.
So what was your reaction? They arrested you first on the child neglect charges.
They didn't arrest me on no child neglect charges because the child neglect charges was too. And I'm saying that on camera, excuse my language, but that was too because it was me telling them that I do not have a babysitter. So sometimes at night, when my kids are asleep, I lock the door and I'll go to Food Lion and get them something to eat for the next morning. I'm pretty sure everybody in America, if their kids are asleep at night, you don't have a babysitter, it's 10, 11 o'clock at night, you're not calling nobody to come over there. You're not waking no kids up so you can go to the store and get something that they need. If it's 15 minutes away, you're going to take your behind around the corner and go get it and come back to make sure your kids got what they got in the morning. As long as that door is locked and they sleep, they not waking up, not in no 15, 20 minutes.
How do you respond to that? The FBI...
I told them that, and then they started charging me with that. You can't charge somebody with something that I told you about.
Okay, SP.
Yeah.
So
that's a given right there.
right. So if this ain't the nail that this man is nuts with. Now who confess and don't get arrested. I'm just gonna take myself down to the police station.
And tell them I leave my kids at home by themselves. You just told them a crime you committed.
Right, and he thought he was just gonna walk away. Like, yeah,
he didn't think that was going to be serious. He thought that was going to be little. But there's a charge for every child that you left by themselves, that they don't know how to use the phone. They don't know who to call. They don't know how to call. You left them in danger. You left them in a bad, compromising position.
And what if they didn't know how to get out if something happened?
Yeah.
But yeah, he confessed and he was set up. So let's just roll out with that.
But he wasn't set up. He gave him that.
Said?
Yeah, because he thought that I'm not thinking for him, but I'm thinking, we're okay. If we're looking for Cody, then this little thing of me leaving my kids at home by themselves to go get food, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing that I made sure that my kids ate. And people do that. They do leave their kids sometimes when they ain't got, But what's so important that you can't wait till they get up in the morning? They not going to school. They don't got nowhere to go, that you couldn't wait to go get them something to eat.
I agree.
Why would you have to leave them at home by themselves to go get them something to eat? Because I know to have 4 kids, it's hard to deal with. But, I mean, nowadays, okay, so this happened in 2021, 22. Okay, COVID had already started. He could have ordered the food. The food could have came to the house.
Well, whatever he did, he shouldn't have confessed that he did it. So he is not exempt from the laws of the land. So a crime is a crime. Whatever your motives are, it's still a crime. So you confess to a crime. So ain't no way in the world you can logically think you're going to confess and get the wall.
Right. Right, that right there tells me, okay, he's mad because he is upset right there because he thought he was doing a good thing, telling the truth. Yeah, sometimes see, and this is what I thought too. You're saying that so you don't have a babysitter at all because they had to ask them questions like, who is your babysitter? Could you call the baby sometime? So he doesn't have an on-call babysitter that when he goes or leave. So that's when they started looking into how many times he left the house, how many times we see him out in the community, at Walmart, at Hardee's, where buying a car. Where's his kids? Okay, he doesn't have his kids. So now, and then when they do see his kids, they see everybody but Cody.
Right.
So we may not. It's no crime, but you're trying to tell us you're not going to be able to find you. Oh, this thing just stopped. Hold on.
$6,400 quicker, and that's because I just cashed my stimulus.
Hold on.
Mr. Bigsby, how are you doing?
Okay, where was we at? Right here.
I volunteered for that. And I gave them copies of everything that I had. I offered it over to them. I said, credit card receipts, anything you want, you can have it. I gave them that stuff. They didn't ask me for that.
So what was your reaction? They arrested you first on the child neglect charges.
They didn't arrest me on no child neglect charges because the child neglect charges was too. And I'm saying that on camera, excuse my language, but that was too because it was me telling them that I do not have a babysitter. So sometimes at night, when my kids are asleep, I lock the door and I'll go to Food Lion and get them something to eat for the next morning. I'm pretty sure everybody in America, if their kids are asleep at night, you don't have a babysitter, it's 10, 11 o'clock at night, you're not calling nobody to come over there. You're not waking no kids up so you can go to the store and get something that they need. If it's 15 minutes away, you're going to take your behind around the corner and go get it and come back to make sure your kids got what they got in the morning. As long as that door is locked and they sleep, they not waking up, not in no 15, 20 minutes.
How do you respond to that? You know, the FBI...
I told them that, and then they started charging me with that. You can't charge somebody with something that I told you about. That's me confessing. So what you're doing is you're setting me up.
They
set
up.
Nothing to charge me with. So now you charge.
He believes in his mind they set him up.
Because he's a victim. And he volunteered the information. He didn't have to tell it. He could when they told him to come to the police station, he could have said, I will not talk to my lawyer get here. He could have sat there.
He's mad because he told them that. He's like, you can't charge me on something I told you. You got to find it, or you know what I'm saying?
Well, they did find it. They found it in the man who talked too much.
Yeah.
Charging me on something that I was honest about.
How do you answer for the FBI forensic examiner who said there were no original photos of Cody after June 2021?
Okay, tell me this. I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to stop what you're saying, right? You got kids, right? Do you have any kids?
I do not.
Okay, he got kids. There's a lot of people that got kids, right? Are you guilty of not taking pictures of your kids? Are you guilty of anything because you didn't take pictures of your kids? You understand what I'm saying? That's a waste of time. I'm not trying to hear nothing about no pictures. I don't have to take no pictures of my kids. Mom got pictures of them kids all the time up until the point where she stopped talking to me and stopped communicating with me.
Okay, that right there.
No.
When she stopped talking to me and stopped communicating with me, he would not take pictures of those kids no more. So he is mad at the mama.
He mad at everybody. He mad at the judge. He mad at the 12 jurors. He mad at the CEO who wouldn't take him to the mental ward. He mad he couldn't get a shower. He mad he couldn't get proper nutrition. He just mad. This is just an angry man.
But he said it out of his mouth. He, mom was getting all the pictures until she stopped talking to me.
Right. I think the mama gonna eventually do an interview.
And well, when you deal with Cuckoo, and she knew she was dealing with Cuckoo, and like I said, I think he wanted mom to come and he could jump on her or explain, or thinking that they were gonna have sex again, or they're gonna rub bellies or what, I don't know. And she just didn't. He was, just like you said, you know, was Cody alive until Mama popped up and she didn't show up like she said she was going to show up. He gave her the address and she still didn't show up. I think he was mad because she wasn't, like his first wife was a stay at home mom. She was with the kids. He didn't have to worry about her. She loved the kids. She's there with the kids. And he got to do what he wanted to do. This woman was not like the woman he'd been with. This woman is party, get high, dance, whatever. She
And
shaking
most
on.
importantly, she didn't do what he said.
Yeah, she was not, like if he leave, she would go down the street and hang out with somebody else or something. So when she didn't show up, he could have got really mad. You know what I'm saying? It is a everything's a possibility.
That's when I stopped sending pictures.
He said that.
I'm not
Hold
trying
on.
to hear nothing about no pictures. That don't prove anything. That's trash.
Trash.
These Bush Gardens photos, whatever they say, I didn't see none of those photos. Where are they at? Let me see those photos. I didn't even see them in court.
Did you take the photos?
No, not at all. I ain't take no photos at no. If I took photos at Bush Gardens, those were photos that was way before then. And I guarantee you, if you go to those electronic devices that I have, or that I had during that time, you will find those photos in there and they will be stamped for a year or 2 years before.
The forensic examiner said they were taken in July
That's trash.
2020.
Where is, okay, photos, timestamps on photos, right? How do you get that?
It's through data.
You want me to explain it to you? What you do is you pull up the photo, right? Once you pull up the photo, then you click on the corner of the photo where there's dots, right? It will tell you details, right? Once you click on details of the photo, it will slide over and it will give you a timestamp of that photo, right? If that's the case, then you should have had it printed in court that same way, showing there. You don't write down on a piece of paper that this was the timestamp for this was the timestamp for that, this was the timestamp for that, and then say, okay, this is the evidence. That is not. That's some you just made up.
You're
Trash.
FBI analyst.
I'm saying the FBI. I'm exactly saying that. Whoever.
You see, so he's better than the FBI.
So he's mad because the way that he understands how all technology, his technology works, it works for everybody, and it doesn't work that way. It all depends if you're on a tablet, a computer, or whatever kind of internet device. But because you can. Let me look at a picture real quick on my phone. And
But the key to that is he said the FBI didn't know how to do that.
He's saying, no, what he's mad about is,
That it was on paper and they didn't print it with the timestamp from the actual picture.
right, like, okay, I'm pulling up a picture now. And it doesn't say detail. It says move, copy, rotate, slide, create movie, create GIF, make collage, and trash. So I'm going to pull up a picture, though. Okay, on the side.
My picture does what he described.
Yeah, it says move, copy, rotate, crop, slide, set image, print, play on the device, make collage, rename, details. So I say, okay, details. It doesn't slide to the side, but it tells me the details is January the 13th, 2024. He wanted to see, he wanted them to go into details of when that picture. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't show the device. They just took the picture and then wrote down the information. And he's not understanding, even they can't sit there and say, okay, this is the time. That's his attorney's fault to say, I object, Your Honor. That's not the time on that picture.
But you know what, SP, all of that was done. Just like he said on this video for 30 minutes and said that he didn't get this, he didn't get that, he didn't get this, he didn't get that. They requested all those things he asked for.
Right.
And they either wouldn't help him with his claims, or they weren't available for him to get. But I suspect more than likely they would not have helped him in his defense. This man got all this stuff to say after he's been convicted of second-degree murder. But you mean tell me he sat there next to his two attorneys and didn't help his attorneys fight his case?
3 attorneys.
Or okay, well that's even worse. With 3 attorneys, and he didn't assist him in getting his freedom. He told them attorneys all this stuff he told on there, on this video. And that the stuff he's saying wasn't presented, wasn't given, was stuff that wouldn't have helped him, period. Because his attorneys didn't really have anything to argue. They didn't really argue anything of relevance. So you mean tell me if they had a text thread, they had all this evidence he's saying why they didn't get, they wouldn't have presented it. I think these attorneys wasn't that good, but I don't think they were that bad.
Right.
It's a blame game. So now he's trying to figure out how it's not his fault and it's everybody's fault. Everybody let him down. And that's why he's finna spend the rest of his life trying to give him a good shower and a proper meal.
Right. Right. And I think he just was upset that he didn't see when they got the picture, the details, and it was just rolled out, and he's not understanding. Well, this is, I got to show you the pictures of the, I got to show you the picture of the picture, and this is the details that connected to the picture. But if you wrote it out, that's trash. That's trash.
Right.
You know.
So it wouldn't have helped them.
Yeah.
Analyst was, whoever it was. That's not how you do that. That's not how you get a timestamp on a photo. You don't just come out on the top of your brain and say, okay, this was that day at this time.
Let's go to during trial.
If they had any problem with it, they would have said so.
Emotion from you, but what was going through your mind?
Oh, it was a lot going through my head. But at the same time, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to sit there and act a fool in court? I gotta let my lawyers do their job. I'm gonna let them present whatever they presenting. So when they tell lies, I can do what I'm doing right now and tell you the truth.
He gonna tell the truth after he's been convicted? Did that make any sense whatsoever? I'm gonna wait till it's over and see if they convict me. Then I tell the truth. If they don't convict me, I'm not gonna tell the truth. Really, SP? I think he was a lot to handle as a client, and I think what's his name? What y'all call him, Mr. Brown and Amina Matheny. I think at this point, after hearing him, I think they probably did the best they could with what they had, which was nothing, and they had no help from him.
Yeah, that first attorney that he had, they couldn't reconcile the defendant with attorney relationship, and he bounced and he didn't want him. So then they ended up with Amina, and it, I think He is a little controlling. Not so much. He's a little controlling, and if you don't do it his way, he's gonna come back and talk trash about you. He does that to TT, his sister.
Right, because he's a narc. And he's living in a whole reality of delusion.
Okay. Okay.
Until it's over with, and then I'm gonna talk to you about the real reality of what's going on.
Are you saying you were wrongly convicted
Oh, I definitely was wrongly convicted. This is trash.
and you're innocent?
Yes. If you was being mistreated like I was, not getting showers, not getting fed properly, all that stuff, and not getting the things that you need, and people taking your commissary because your family's sending you money and you not getting it, not being able to call home, not being able to use the internet, you write whatever they tell you to write to.
Not me. Not me. I am not writing no confession letter talking about I killed some kid because I ain't getting no proper shower and they taking my slop off the tray and just giving me 2 cookies. No, ma'am.
Right. Dee Dee, we found out information they cannot appeal. If you heard that they appeal can only happen after the sentence.
And it gotta be a legal reason. He don't have no legal reason. Just because he got found convicted is not a legal reason.
Yeah, I was just answering Miss Dee Dee. She said, did the attorneys file an appeal yet? You cannot file an appeal until he has been sentenced. Okay.
Do you want to appeal this in court? Have you even?
That's for my lawyer. That's for my lawyer to figure out.
Okay.
That ain't for me. When I talk to my lawyer, then we'll come up with that. Until then, that's not even a conversation. I'm just giving you facts. You asked for an interview, I'm giving you the interview. And I'm
So,
giving you facts.
SP, just stop for 1 second. So, the question was, did you get a fair trial? He said no. And he started, and when he said no, he started talking about, I'm not getting proper nutrition. I'm not getting a shower. They not treating me fair in jail. Fair in jail, SP, has nothing to do with what happened in the case. He said he wants you to stay with how they treating them in jail. Like somebody gonna write a mass amount of letters saying, "Oh, please treat Cory Bigsby with dignity and respect." Instead of giving him the chicken wing, give him the big piece of chicken. Nobody's gonna do that. He's forgetting. He's going all through the trial to talk about just his treatment in jail. He's not treating his case was unfair because he started. Let's go back. Her question was, "Do you think you got a fair trial?" He said no, and went right to his treatment in jail.
Okay, hold on. We're at 22-3, so we're gonna go back to 21:57.
You facts. You asked for an interview, I'm giving you the interview. And I'm giving you the facts.
Yeah, so is that why you wanted to talk?
Of course.
What's your message?
What I'm saying is you said all of these things, now prove what you said.
Hold on.
Even the body cam footage when the...
Hold on. We got to go back further than that. Right there.
I'm going to let them present whatever they presenting, so when they tell lies, I can do what I'm doing right now and tell you the truth. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep a level head until it's over with, and then I'm going to talk to you about the real reality of what's going on.
I'm stupid.
Are you saying you were wrongly convicted
Oh, I definitely was wrongly convicted. This is trash.
and you're innocent?
Yes. If you was being mistreated like I was, not getting showers, not getting fed properly, all that stuff, and not getting the things that you need, and people taking your commissary because your family's sending you money, and you not getting it, not being able to call home, not being able to use the internet, you write whatever they tell you to write to.
And what are your next steps? Do you want to appeal this in court? Have you even?
That's for my lawyer. That's for my lawyer to figure out.
Okay.
That ain't for me. When I talk to my lawyer, then we'll come up with that. Until then, that's not even a conversation. I'm just giving you facts. You asked for an interview, I'm giving you the interview. And I'm giving you the facts.
Yes.
Have we gotten the facts yet?
Of course.
What's your message?
What I'm saying is you said all of these things, now prove what you said. Even the body cam footage when the CO so-called came in the cell to talk to me.
Yeah, you were calmly writing for maybe 15
serious? This what we doing? And she said, I just write down whatever you're supposed to write. What does that mean? That means you coercing me to write that shit down. Because why would I ask you, are we serious? Or ask you, is this really what we doing? You see it wasn't put on the big screen for nobody to see in court. Did you see the video in court?
I don't think I was there at that exact moment.
Yeah, but whoever was there didn't see it. You know why? Because they only wanted the jury to show it, because they only showed certain clips. If they would have showed the whole video, then they would have seen it. They didn't want it to be seen.
Why your lawyer play it?
What's your message to everyone, especially for the people who've worked so hard to search for Cody these 2+ years?
Keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate what you're doing. I need that, because as soon as we find Cody, I guarantee we'll find out that this is bull.
You see? This is back to him. He wants y'all to find Cody
Anything else?
so he can get off. Because it's bull.
That was the only thing he said about Cody. It wasn't even a minute. It was 23, 12, 23, 15.
I appreciate what you're doing. I need that, because as soon as we find Cody, I guarantee we'll.
He said, I need that. So I'm wondering. It was 4 seconds, you guys. It was 4 seconds.
For Cody these 2+ years.
Keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate what you're doing. I need that, because as soon as we find Cody, I guarantee we'll find out that this is bull.
It actually was 12. It was a 10 seconds. 10 seconds. It was 10 seconds. 23:12 to 23:22. That's when he spoke of it. 23:12. Let me go to back 23:06.
What's your message to everyone, especially for the people who've worked so hard to search for Cody these 2+ years?
23.
Keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate what you're doing. I need that, because as soon as we find Cody, I guarantee we'll find out that this is bull.
All right, Mr. Bigsby, is there anything else that you would like to add?
There's nothing else that I would like to add. That's it.
Now, would you be willing?
10, might as well say 9.5 seconds.
Oh, sorry. Would you be willing to only do this interview with me, or do you plan to talk to other reporters if they ask?
I'm not talking to no other reporters.
Okay.
I did the interview. I said what I had to say. That's it.
You're leaving it there on the table.
That's it. I guarantee if you go search for the things I told you to search for, you'll find out that this is trash. That's what I'm asking you. Go search for the things that I told you to search for. Ask them for the video copies of this, of everything that they're claiming that I did, right? I guarantee you'll find out that I'm telling you the truth. You go search for the things that I'm telling you to search for. Search for the email from her. Ask her where's the email that she sent me asking about her kids on January 2022 that didn't even exist. Where's that email? Never seen it. Where's all the video footage of them moving me into jail from that unit where I was over there on suicide watch because I was so-called committing suicide? Look at my wrist. Do they look like they was ever being slit?
That's it.
Yeah.
You see what these two demands are?
What's that?
The email
Uh-huh.
and the video footage of him in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how is the video footage of him in jail gonna help him on the murder case? The murder, the crime was committed outside the jail.
Right.
You see, his logic is all, everything, this whole thing is about him. That his unfair treatment, because they won't give him a shower and let him have his nutritional meal. He doesn't even want anything. He doesn't even have a really legitimate argument why he should not be in jail.
Yeah.
You can see him for the video. The Freedom of Information Act will allow you to get the footage he's requesting. The news reporter may not get it, may not even be worth it. It would be no point. But then what would it prove? that he was in jail, and they was walking him from population to the suicide watch, back from the suicide watch to population. What is it going to show? And how is that? How would that help his case? It wouldn't. Just like he when he said they searched his cell without a search warrant. SP. The Fourth Amendment right does not apply in jail. You don't need a search warrant to search a cell. They can search it anytime they want, but no probable cause.
Because they're the state property at that time.
So he doesn't have anything legitimate. Even this jail crap we're talking about, it's not even a legitimate argument for his treatment in jail.
Right.
I hope he do keep his word and not ever do another interview.
He's gonna do another interview. He's gonna do another interview. They're still looking for that baby. He's gonna do another interview. He'd know. Oh man, somebody's been firing shots at people on I-35.
Oh, they said you never acted.
Exactly. So why would I be on suicide watch? Was there anything in my cell that you found in there that I commit suicide with? No. But you went in there and searched through a composition.
I want to talk about those pills.
That was X'd out. And you know why I was in there and it was X'd out? Because I was told through the intercoms that if I tried to throw it in the trash can, they were going to get it out of the trash can. For you to come in my room and do that, you're supposed to have a search warrant.
Now, that's what I don't understand, that part right there. I don't understand. He said, you know why it was written? Because they told me from the intercom. And if I threw it away, they were going to come and get it out the trash.
All you do is tear it up.
Tear it up, put it in your mouth and eat it. You can eat paper.
Well, you have to eat it. Just throw it up in small pieces.
Yeah, but if he ate half of it, then you know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm not going to throw it away because they're going to come and get it.
So since I ain't getting no nutritious meal anyway, I might go eat paper.
Yeah.
For you to come in my room and do that, you're supposed to have a search warrant. I was never presented a search warrant to come in my cell and search for anything. That was set up.
It's not your cell.
I got a million different things in the room. You mean to tell me you came in there and went for one composition book? And you flipped through and defined a letter with an X on it?
They went through more than that.
Can I ask about...
You a CO, you on duty, right? Why would you come directly to my cell from the booth?
Because they
Anything I told you to come and get it. If I told you to come and get it, wouldn't that be on video if I did like this and said, hey, CO, come over here and grab this letter real quick? That would be on camera, wouldn't it? If the camera's facing towards my cell, which I know it is. Because there's a million different ones facing my cell. I would have told you to come and get it. I never told nobody to come and get anything. So in order for you to see a paper laying down in my slot, there's only one way you can see that. Let me tell you how it is. You're doing your rounds. You're checking all the cells to make sure the inmates are there. You're doing head count, right? She never did no head count. So who told her to come and get that? Obviously, it was coerced the same way I'm telling you through the loudspeaker, telling me to write that crap when I wasn't supposed to be writing it.
They said you refused.
When I wasn't supposed to be writing it. To write that crap when I wasn't supposed to be writing it. Man, I think his conscience was getting maybe his conscience was getting to him. And they're like, we're saying this to him?
Yeah, none of what he says makes sense. I mean, this man is in some kind of delusional state. And he has made everybody the reason why he's where he is. Because, he got stuff to do. And y'all got him locked up like criminals in a jail, not treat him like key priority.
We got 5 minutes on this.
Is that true? What was you lost nearly 60 pounds.
I'm going to tell you what was happening with that. It's trickery to that, too. It's trickery. They was bringing the trays by, right? Everybody would get trays. There were certain times where they would stop when they first came into the unit, when they first came into the cell block. They would bring the trays, right? They would stop. I'd be watching them out of the window, out of my cell window. They would stop, pull the trays off to the side, pull out of the trays, right? And then they would bring me my tray with 2 cookies in it. I was literally eating 2 cookies for 2 months.
Man, that's a
That's
diet.
why I refuse.
He said, that's why I refuse.
That's why I refuse.
I need to go on a 2 cookie diet.
Well,
You
what
mean
he
it?
refused though? He refused to eat because he wanted to go to that mental ward so he can watch TV, get him a shower, and have a proper meal.
2 cookies. I'm going to go on a 2 cookie diet and see if I can lose 54 pounds in 2 months. I don't know. I ain't never thought about a 2 cookie diet now. I'm going to try it. Let's see. Okay, he's got 3-4 minutes left.
Because it was trash because I wasn't getting the proper nutritious food that I was supposed to be getting like everybody else. They were taking stuff out of my trays.
And then, Mr. Bigsby, can I just ask about Tampa? Oh, did it? Oh, are you done?
Hi, I'm Nicole Hockley from
Hold
San
on,
Diego
you guys.
Promise.
Hold on. Okay. He's waiting on the phone again.
Yes, like I said, they were taking food out of my trays. All I was getting was 2 cookies. I was eating 2 cookies a day for like 2 months until I was moved over to the so-called suicide watch. That's trash. I wasn't never trying to commit no suicide.
Okay, can I ask about Tandalia's testimony? Did that...
My sister?
Yes, your
I have
sister.
nothing to do with that. I have nothing to do with what she stated, or her telling any lies, or anything that they claim. Maybe my sister got some dates mixed up, or whatever. I don't know what it was. But it has nothing to do with me. It's nothing for me to tell you about, because I never talked to my sister before they interview her about anything. So how would I have any recollection of what she's telling them?
She says you all
I wouldn't at all.
She says you all met in September 2021 in DC for this event, for this gathering.
We never met there. I'm telling you we didn't meet there.
Okay, you didn't meet on September 2021
No, we did not.
in DC. All right. Sorry, Mr. Bigsby. I think that's...
Tandalina's a lie. Everybody's a lie.
Any final messages?
Right, that's it. That's all I got.
All right.
And even my son admitted, they asked my son the 3rd time they brought him in for the interview, did your mom talk to you? Yes, no, yes, no.
All right, I plan to stay in touch with you, Mr. Bigsby. Again, my name's Angelique with June.
Okay, Angelique.
Yeah, my name's Angelique. And my colleague is Dan. Maybe you've spoken to him before. I'm not sure. But...
Okay.
Oh, no, this is Jason. But... All right, sounds good. Thank you so much for your time.
All right. Have a blessed day. All right?
Thank you.
Be blessed. You be blessed too, man. All right, talk to you later. Thank you. And, another thing, medication.
Yeah, in the jail.
I only took 3 kinds of medication while I was over there. The same thing that I'm taking here. Prilosec, vitamin D, and then there was minocycline for my face for bumps.
Now, why did they say...
110 grams of minocycline. I wasn't supposed to take no other medication.
Is that
Protonics? I ain't never took no Protonics. What the is Protonics? I don't even know what that is.
Why did they say they found it in your shower shoe?
Huh?
They found pills in your shower shoe? Why is that? Were you hiding the pill? Were you not taking them? Remember during trial...
You say what?
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you, Mom.
Oh, sorry.
Talk to me.
Oh, sorry.
He talking like that's his girlfriend. Talk to me, baby.
I'm tired of this.
He said, I can't hear you, mama.
I got too many things to do.
He said he's tired of this. He got too many things to do.
He's a businessman.
Yes, thank you.
Oh yeah, what I was saying was Protonics. I don't even know what no Protonics is. I ain't never took no Protonics. Prilosec, minocycline, and vitamin D is all I'm supposed to take. The rest of that is trash. Ain't no proof of me taking none of that. That's a lie. I ain't never took no class 3 drugs.
Thank you.
Okay, so protonics, if you don't know, protonics is for gastro your stomach acids. It's not a mental, neuro, psychedelic, mental health or behavior medication. Protonics is simply for the treatments of high levels of acid in your stomach.
I wonder why he didn't want. Oh, he didn't want to take that because he wasn't eating.
Yeah, probably. But he didn't even know what it was for. But that's what it's for. It's like if you have gas, acid reflux, you have the poops, you have the farts. It's for acid. Protonics is. I mean, I don't know what they. That's what a protonic do. It levels off the chemicals of the gas and stuff off of the foods that you eat. Okay, so and you do need a prescription for protonics. You just don't buy that over the counter. So what's your outcome of this whole thing?
So my outcome is he's not going to get an appeal. His
Somebody wants to call in. Hold on. Yeah, y'all can call in, but Lisa got the floor right now. But you can call in if you want to. Lisa, talk real quick. We've been on here 2 hours
okay.
and 30
Yeah,
minutes.
I'm done.
No, you're not done. Talk to me, girl.
This so he's not going to get an appeal because there is no legal justification. His I didn't get that. It's a little bit too late. The trial's done. His whole argument is simply he doesn't even really have an argument that he didn't do anything to Cody. His argument is simply he wasn't getting proper nutritional food, a proper shower, proper movement, and he didn't get proper exercise. So his only argument is the treatment of him. When they asked him about him spanking his kids, his response was, "Show me an autopsy." Lady, dude, ain't no autopsy for a spanking. Did you whoop him or not? It's a simple question, and it was a closed question. Did you spank your kids? A closed question, yes or no.
Right.
But he has. I'm not gonna diagnose him because I'm not a therapist, but I strongly suspect this dude is narcissistic. He's a habitual liar, and everything in the world is simply about his feelings, his accommodations, how you making him feel, opposed to where's my key? What happened to my son? Did anybody discover where my son is? Is my son okay? Did you find my son? He was like, no, I want to go to the mental ward. Because in the mental ward, I can watch TV, I can give me a proper shower. He said that 8 times in this 30 minutes about him not getting proper nutrition, proper food, proper shower. He can't watch TV, and they took his cat, which was probably, like I said earlier, some form of punishment in jail.
Or safety risk too.
Right. So it's nothing to do with Cody. He didn't care about Cody then when he put it in that email, come get your kid before I do something to him, and he don't care about him now. What he care about is how y'all gonna treat me for the next 45 years while I'm in this jail.
Okay.
He trying to set him up for his treatment in jail. He doesn't care about. He threw his lawyers under the bus. He threw his sister under the bus, and anybody who had anything to do with the connection of this trial is under the bus.
He didn't throw Dana under the bus.
Cause he mad at Dana. Dana. Now he won't Dana. So Dana still got life. He don't want to talk about Dana because Dana done made him mad, but Dana won't. So if Dana called that jail right now and said, "Let me speak to Cory," he skipped to the phone.
Okay. We've got Zan is on the phone right now. Zen, what's going? Hey, before Zen come on, Lisa, I got you two tickets here. I got them up.
Okay.
Nancy, Cody's voice. I got you a ticket, and then Zen, I got you a ticket. I'm gonna throw them in there. Go ahead, Zen.
First off, I want to say, Lisa, thank you very much for breaking all that down for us. Because you definitely made things a little simpler. And I know SP knows that prior to me having my strokes, I was a correctional officer. And I know in the state of Florida and the state of Pennsylvania, at least, the only thing that we need paperwork for if we go into a cell is if we touch their legal work. Because we're not supposed to confiscate that. We're not supposed to touch that unless we have some type of written paperwork that allows us to remove it from the client. But my question is, Lisa, do you really think Cody is this slow to not know the ins and outs of the law?
Cory.
Yeah, Cory. I'm sorry.
Lisa, did you hear? Did you hear
I
what she
heard.
said?
I think Corey is a narc, and with a narc, um, I don't believe he that smart. I think narcs are just manipulators, and they think they can talk their way out of everything. It doesn't have to make sense to them. It just has to make. It doesn't have to make sense to you. It only has to make sense jumbled up in their head. So when he says the stuff that he's saying, it literally makes sense to him. It just doesn't make sense in reality. Because that's why I suspect this man is a narc. So yeah, I don't think he's smart at all. I think he's a good talker. I think he has the gift of gab, and I think he expected to be able to talk his way out of anything.
I mean, but this is a military man, so I would think you'd at least have enough common sense to know that once the judge finds you guilty or not guilty, all the talking in the world is not going to change that verdict.
Well, woke to God, you know, he jammed himself up the first day he called in, because when the police take him to the police station, the first thing the police tell you is what? You got a right to remain silent. When he get his lawyer, the lawyer gonna tell him what? Woke to God. Exactly. So what does this man do? He talked for 2 hours in the interrogation room after he was told anything you say can and will be used against you. Then he come back and say the things that was used against him because he didn't shut up was a setup. So no, I don't think he's smart at all. I think he was in the military, but what did he do in the military? Did he clean up the bathroom? I don't know. Maybe he had a job in the military that required him to think.
He was in shipping and receiving handling.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Then he just take the package off the boat.
Yeah.
So he ain't have to do much thinking to do that. Because no, I don't think he's smart. I would have just thought he was smart if he shut up from day one. He got himself caught up in the police station, and he caught up again on this interview because he don't even talk about his son. He talk about his treatment in jail. So no, the answer is no. I don't think he's smart.
He definitely has no remorse or empathy for his son. He's only talking about himself. I, me. And I just wondered if you thought that was like a play to get placed in a psychiatric hospital, or do you really think he's that dumb? I mean, does he think that by bringing up all these points now, it's going to change anything?
No, it don't change anything. I think he's thinking in his head he'll get some kind of good treatment because he's been treated unfairly. So I think he's thinking in his mind,
The whole time he was out on bond.
You got a baby body on you. You are not going to get treated well in jail.
That's not his expectation. I don't think so. I think he expect to be treated like a king.
You know what I don't understand is remember when they was trying to get him out on bond and Amina was like, we need my client to get out on bond so we can search for his kid. Nobody never searched.
Hmm.
You know, she didn't. She could have asked the judge. We still looking for his child. Can we go here? Can we go there? Can he'll be with me? Da 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 da. Nobody searched. He was just out on bail. And then, yeah, she said that. And then not only that, the whole time he's been out, he's never spoken to the reporters. He could have then spoken to the reporters and spoke on his innocence. He never did. He could have called him to the house and say, "Hey, this is Cory Bigsby. I want to speak to Channel 13. Come to my house. This is my address, 2255 Random Road." Okay, they would have showed up at Random Road. He gonna say, "This is exclusive. I think I'm being ambushed into this. Yes, I'm not supposed to speak, but I want to speak. I can speak. I can speak on this. This is about me." And he should have spoke. But all the things that he's saying that wasn't right, that he has problems with his attorneys. They were supposed to bring that stuff up. They're supposed to re, rebuke, not rebuke, but rebuttal whatever the state or the Commonwealth said or didn't say, and find the little things that was inconsistent, the time, the to time stamp, what pictures, and all this other stuff. The judge overruled a lot of stuff because they're not going to come in there and just throw a random date, a time. They would have said that. That's not the time that's on there. Let's look at this.
SP, all his gripes were addressed. They were addressed before the trial started, probably during the trial. All these gripes he had was addressed. So they either made it in or his lawyer didn't find them effective for him. They wouldn't find that they would help him one way or the other. So they didn't use it.
Right. Okay. We went over it. Thank you for calling in.
Oh, one more question, SB. This is for you. So he said he was on final set. Protonics.
Yeah.
The replacement for that.
Well, he was on Provosec, and he was on vitamin D, and he was on some stuff for his pimples, pimples on his face. And but the no Proson no the no those no
Is it final set and antacid is like just like Nexium, Protonic, are they all in the same class?
Provosec.
Yes.
No, let's look it up real quick. I hope I spelled it right. Is it Provosec medication? That is a brand. It can treat the heartburn. Same thing. The esophagus, stomach ulcers, and gastroesophagus reflex. I mean, disease, GERD. Same thing.
That would be the same thing as Protonic.
Yeah, pretty
They
much.
just gave him a generic one.
Uh-huh. And the one, and that's weird that you said that because I give this to a lot of people. It's the Omeprazole. We don't even call it Provosec. They call it Omeprazole. I give it like 20 times a night. and it's just for GERD. It's for that acid reflux stuff. So it's the same thing, and he was thinking that they were trying to give him some kind of narcotic or something. Yeah. So
That's what I got from what he said was he thought they were trying to give him some type of second trophy. But
So-
I'm flabbergasted that he speaks so well, considering we've never heard him speak, but you don't have any, obviously, fact or understanding of how a point system works.
right, right.
So I'm going to get out the way. Thank you very much, Justin, for letting me come up there.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you, Lisa.
She said, "Thank you, Lisa. Lisa." One other
Oh,
person
you're
called.
welcome.
One other person called in, and then we're gonna shut this down. This is almost 3 hours, you guys. But that's what we do sometimes when we go through. Before we even came on here, Lisa and I was on the phone, and we was probably on the phone for an hour. So you guys see 3 hours. But then before I was even on the phone with Lisa, I had got up. I was on last night at work. I was going over this 2 or 3 times, just looking at it, going through it, and figured. Hey Tina, go ahead and call in. She wanted to call in real quick. I couldn't answer the call. Please call in. We got 3 minutes and we're out of here.
And
Listen, listen.
I knew word for the rest of the years. That's trash.
That's trash, girl. I thought it was gonna be 2 cookies.
Oh,
We going on a 2 cookie diet, and we gonna see if we can lose 54 pounds in 2 months. A 2 cookie diet. I mean, hey, if
so
it
do we eat one cookie in the morning, one cookie in the evening?
girl, I bet you we would lose some weight too.
Well, we gonna be able to get proper showers and proper nutrition after that.
Girl, hey, there's one thing, and I'm gonna tell you, when you lose a lot of weight and it's quickly, and you do not get your nutrition like you're supposed to, it do alter your mind thinking and stuff. And I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying I've seen people lose weight, and they can make sense of some things, but it's not gonna add up. It's not gonna make sense. But now that he is fit and been eating well and eating at home, he should be making sense. Or this man should have been on medication a long time ago, and he's not on medication.
Cause it's no medication for a narc. They just narc. They gonna be narcs till they die. There's no treatment for a narc. But Sonja White said she ain't eating 2 cookies.
She said I'm out.
She said she's out. No 2 cookies for Sonja.
Girl, 2 cookies, okay.
Well, Tina
yes.
calling.
Do what?
Tina calling in.
I don't know if Tina calling. Let me call her real quick. She, people. She called while we was on there. I'll call her. That's it, Soldier Girl. That's the med right there. And you know what? Hey, you were calling? Let me get your ticket. Let me get your ticket real quick, so I won't forget. You guys, y'all not writing down these numbers nowhere. I just letting you know that Tina P. I got your ticket right here. Calling in. Go ahead. Oh, Phyllis, I want Phyllis to know. I got 2 tickets for Phyllis D. Hart. I got your tickets, Phyllis. Your number is 7929-588, 7929-589. And Tina, your ticket, call in. I still ain't got your other tickets in here, so don't let me forget. Not today, but we going to get them on in there. And I'm not trying to, we'd almost been on here 3 hours. I promised we would get them in tomorrow. I'm going to come on tomorrow just to chit chat. But your ticket for calling in today is 7929-590. Go ahead. Okay, for Lisa?
And it's only a question.
Okay.
Now, remember when Cory was like, so remember when the lady asked him, did y'all go to D.C., right? And he said, we never went to D.C.
Right.
Right? Now, how come the kids couldn't see their mother while they were in D.C.? It's just a question. It's just
the question?
Well, he said they never went. How they gonna see if they never went?
I know that they didn't win, but like it's just only a question. It's just only a question.
I understand it's only a question, but you.
If they supposedly went, how come the kids didn't go see Mama while they were in D.C.? I know that they didn't go. You see where I'm going? If he can make up lies, we can talk about the lies all we want.
He didn't say they went. He's saying it never happened. His sister said they went. He said no.
Okay,
He said no, we never went. That didn't happen.
Somebody lied.
His sister. He said his sister. She might got the date or time or something mixed up, but that didn't happen. He don't know why his sister said that. He said, that ain't got nothing to do with me. She might got something mixed up. I don't know. She said, did it happen? He said, no, we never went.
Alright, well, okay, this is confusing because you gotta stay on track. You know, if you're not on track, then you're gonna get lost in the sauce. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Cory's just a liar, a manipulator, and everything else. But my personal experience, when I went to jail, yes, I did. I went to jail, and I told you about that child, SP. They do head count, and they make sure that you're in the cell. Now, if you're not in the now, where are we going? Where are we going? We're in a cell. Where are we going? We're not going nowhere.
Yeah, but when they do the count, that's how they can count everybody, and everybody quit moving around because I count them once, and then I thought I count them and I didn't count them. People gotta be in their room and stuff so that they can have an actual count of each head.
Well, when I went to jail, there was 4 of us in one cell. There was 4 of us in one cell. We had the top bunk, we had the bottom bunk, and then when they closed the gate, the cell, it was locked down. You couldn't go nowhere. You had the TV, not in our room, but out there in the oh Lord, what do you want to call it? The little eating area.
The day room, or the.
And then you had the bathroom right there where everybody could see all of your business. And trust me, I was very uncomfortable. So it's different between a jail and a prison. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe they do have cameras, at their cells. I went to a jail.
Well, I'm pretty sure they do have cameras in the suicide watch. They got to.
Yeah, they have to. Yes.
Because they do stuff, and then that stuff got to be recorded. How they're behaving, how they're acting. It's not just to watch them. It's to watch them to make sure they don't hurt themselves or hurt somebody else.
Right. Now I know that I don't know if Lisa does this, but I'm pretty sure because she's an attorney, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure she goes to her clients all the time, and I'm pretty sure that Lisa hears all the drama. I'm pretty sure that she has, I'm pretty sure she hears it all. I'm pretty sure. But there's one thing that I wouldn't do, and I'm not Cory. Trust and believe that. Number one, I wouldn't written those letters.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done that. No. But anyway, that was just on my mind.
All right. Yeah, you right. She asked that question. Would you write that letter? No. Just because you ain't giving me no food, I would never tell you I done killed my kids for some food. Girl. 3 times. He said he wrote 3 times because he wasn't getting proper nutrition. And he didn't throw them in the trash because they said they were going to come and get him out the trash.
Y'all keep believing Cory's lies because he is a manipulator. Now I see why he done left him. And he wants that power and control. And like Lisa Yeah, and left her kids behind with him.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't have left my kids.
Mm.
I don't care how sick I was. I wouldn't have left my kids.
I would like to know if there's some any truth to this conversation that she popped up and he gave her the address and she never showed up. And Lisa was asking the question, could have been the day that he hurt Cody? He was just that frustrated. I don't think that the police really got the date right. I just don't believe they got the date right. But something could have happened to Cody, or somebody could have went and got Cody because they did
Well,
have the address.
they estimating because they don't. Nobody really knows the day Cody was missing,
Right.
and I think the only way we'll find out if Corey need a shower or he ain't properly being fed, he may write a letter.
See, that's what I'm saying. With now that he's in jail and there is not going to be another court date, and he may not get two cookies, he might get one now. Maybe he will tell more.
Right, so he can one up them. Give me some, I give you some. So you give
Yep.
me the two cookies, give you one number on the address.
Yeah.
Okay, so DC is like, I'm exaggerating, but I'm just gonna put a number on it. Okay, DC is like maybe 4 or 5 hours away from here, from Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why would she want to come up here and then turn right back around and go up to DC? Man, that's a lot of daggone traveling.
Tina, we don't even know that that's true. That's what the liar man just said. We don't know if that's true or not.
And that's the thing that I had in my mind too. You know, he didn't come up here. She didn't come up here. She didn't come up here. But I'm wondering, if Mama heard this interview. I'm just wondering.
I'm pretty sure she has.
Well, Bernie, Lord have mercy, sweet Jesus.
Like he said, he wasn't talking about Dana. Ain't got nothing to do with Dana. Leave Dana out of it.
Right. Right. He's still protected. He still want Dana.
Yeah.
She still got hope, like you said, Lisa. She still got hope. I mean, for real, you in jail now, honey. You in jail now.
Yeah, because he's delusional. And he thinks telling his story now is going to give him another chance at the trial. Because he's in a delusional state. He say, so that's why I was calm in court. Because what I'm going to do after fooling in court, I'm telling my story. I'm telling the truth now. The truth now is too late, dude.
I'm wondering why they didn't have that mama write him a letter or call him or let him call her.
True. Yeah. You're right.
You know? Because he would tell Dana. He would try to get her to understand or believe where the baby is at or what happened. And that's where they could get the most information is Dana let him call. Because he ain't talking to nobody but Dana.
Yeah, Dana ain't supposed Phyllis say she got $40 in your cash app. Everybody else supposed to send $5.
Oh, Phyllis said 40? I only seen 10. I'll make out some more.
And Denise Jones had a question somewhere in that chat. If we can answer her question so we can go, my dog is ready to go.
What's the question? Because
I don't know what the question was. It's up further. If she could put it in the chat again.
Let me see here. Yeah, that's the mother, Black Sugar. He took it to trial. My love and prayers for you. You think that's good. He turned down the plea. There wasn't no plea.
It's Dana's the mother. It's
She should have
Dina
just ate
is
that.
the mother.
I don't know why this thing won't go all the way up.
It sounds like to me that Dana needs to come out to know. But we're not going to get that, y'all.
No, that news lady got an interview with Cory. I think she going for the mother next. Especially since he said, I don't want to talk about Dina. This ain't about Dina. Sit down and write down what I tell you to write.
She does that power of control. Sit down and I'm gonna tell you exactly what to write. That's that power and control.
Yeah, so that reporter gonna try to get Dina.
Phyllis, if you got 40, text me. If you got 40 in the cash app, text me. If it's in last year, then that was in the last year thing. But if it's this year, anything after
She said,
anything
I
after
sent
January the
it a few
1st.
minutes ago.
Yeah. I mean, but no, I'm just saying text it because I didn't see it. Natasha got. All right, I
Natasha
got.
sent her super sticker. I gotta send my super sticker. I don't have cash app.
She giving a super check, y'all. We finna get off here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Denise, we missed your question, but we'll get you next live.
We gonna come on tomorrow and chat a little bit.
Yeah, come on, let's chitter chat about Corbin.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, Lisa, you got anything left to say?
No, I'm good.
She said I sent it a few minutes ago. Okay, let me see here. Cause I want to get it now. If that is it, she said I just sent it. Phyllis D. Hart. Oh my goodness, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on over here in this cash app. It's more than what you said. What she said. Let's see. I haven't looked over here. I don't look over here that much, you guys. She had to done seen it. Let me see. My girlfriend showed me how I can look at it and see now. She showed me that. Phyllis D. Hart did. Oh, Freddie did. Freddie doing the darn thing. You go, Freddie.
All right, Freddie, you go, girl. Everybody else in their $5.
Freddie ain't even in the. Freddie ain't even in the chat. She did it yesterday.
Oh, see, you don't see. That's what happens when you don't need no money. You don't check your cash app.
Girl, I do be trying to get everything right before we go, because normally when it's time to do it, I be running going, oh, I gotta get all this stuff. So it just helps out for us to get it.
Good night, Soldier Girl. Good night, Sonia, Denise, and whoever else is with you. Oh, work for God. One love, baby. I'm finna click the button, SP.
Okay.
All right, I'll
all right.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, Lisa. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41. Okay, Phyllis D. Hart, you got number 7929600 601 7929591 592 593 594 595 596 597. I gotta write all this down though. Phyllis D. I'm gonna put PD on there. PD. Because that's a long name. PD. P. Diddy. You got some tickets, girl. She said, I'm going to get some tickets in there this time. You might as well. Thank you, Miss Phyllis. I got to get you in there. Yes, you did. You did that darn thing. And she did. Okay, I got Phyllis D, PD in there, and oh my goodness gracious, and then while we're on here, I am going to do Freddie. I'm gonna put hers in here because I'm gonna go ahead and put Freddie's in here, and I am gonna go ahead and put Tina Powers is in here too. So hold on, you guys. If you want to stay around, stay around. But I don't want to get behind, and the only way I get behind if I put stuff off. And this my New Year's resolution is quit being a procrastinator and get it done. Get it done now. And I got Freddie's in here. I put Fetty. Fetty. Got the R. Fetty's in here. Put hers in here. She does a little bit here and there every month. Her number 7929598 602 603 604 and 605. Even though y'all don't see her, I told y'all she supports this channel and everything we do. Okay, Tina Powers, I am going to get yours in here. Yours is huge, girl. Yours is huge. Tina said, I'm coming through that door. Yes, she did. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Whew. Let's do half of yours right now. Nah, we'll do them all right now, Tina. We'll do them all. Oh, man. Oh, Tina got tickets galore. And Tina got tickets galore. I'm be on here for another 5 minutes just dealing with the tickets, girl. You got a lot of tickets. First of all, Tina gave the mods tickets. I'm gonna try to remember all the mods. Tickets. So let me see here. We're gonna do half right now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. We're gonna do the ones that she donated first. Oh my God. TP, 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 TP. I'm just writing TP on them right now. This is why I was like, oh, we do it later. It was just, ooh, Tina Power supports this channel. Whether y'all see it or not, she supports it on the outside of it too. And I appreciate her making sure that we can come on and it's not so stressed out. It's not so much. So when y'all get mad when y'all see these people win, don't get mad. They win because they support. They always here. And that means more to me. And financially, monetary means more too. Because, okay, so I got your name on some of these. We're going to do half today because my husband's looking at me like, what are you doing? Okay, so I'm going to cross your name out. And I got Sanja's down that you donated. And then I got Woke the God's name down here. And I put Woke, you donated. And then I've crossed your name out and you got Freddie on here. These is all the mods that she donated to. I crossed your name out, put a D there. I got Freddie, Woke the God, Sanja, Soldier Girl. Soldier Girl. And then I crossed one out and I got Lisa T. That's all the mods I can remember. I'm going to write their names down so I don't have to go back and say, did you get me? Yes, me. I wrote your names down right here of the people that I did. I got Soldier Girl, Sandra Watts, Woke the God, Freddie, and Lisa T. That's the only ones I can remember right off. Give her one for herself. But she says all the rest of, because she got so many, we're just going to go through half of them right now. Because I want to get the mod stuff in there too. So you guys give a shout out to Tina. These are the mods right here that she got in there. She donated those. And then these right here, I'm going to just write all of these out because she got a lot more tickets I have to give her. So we'll do those tickets tomorrow when we come on. Get all her stuff together, get her done. I would do it today. I should do it today. I really should. I might. Just to get done. Just to get done. So, yeah. Okay. But people be trying to add up how many tickets you get. Then they want to know how much money did you give. Just give from your heart. That's all. You know, there's no certain amount. Just give from your heart. I will do it right now. I won't put these tickets in, Miss Tina. That way, the reason why I won't put them in, if you want the numbers, I'll give you the numbers. I'll call you and give you your numbers. I'm just letting you know I'm getting it all ready. Y'all be thinking I be done forgot. But I don't. TP. We had a good time conversating. If anybody wants to do a breakdown of the interview and wants to speak on certain parts, just like Lisa, call me. I'll get the interview up and ready to go. And you just tell me when to stop or when to play it or whatever. And we will do that. We will do that. If you want something to show me a certain part of the interview you want to talk about, let me know and we will come on. Just like, what's her name? Nancy called and gave us the 911. I want to go back over to 911. I haven't had time to really analyze it yet for myself because she just gave it to us. Y'all be having all day to call me, but then when we go live, y'all call and say, oh, you're live. Yeah, we're live. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, these is all these for Tina. Let's start it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, this is Mayor Karen Go of the city.
It's not. It's not Mayor Karen. Let me see.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let's see here. Lisa, you go with your bad self.
Dropping them but golden nuggets.
SP News Nuggets. And you guys, we're going to have a lovely time. And if we don't, oh well. Here we go.
I'm known to throw shade.
Here's now saying Robinson died as the result of a spinal injury.
Well, they told us it was alcohol poisoning.
This one is for Tina Pals and Sugar Mama. Let's go.
Are you sure you want to get mad? I won't get mad. All right, well, I slept with her.
Come on.
Come on here. Shit. Damn, pull me.
you really saw. Prosper got shot. Tate got shot. Desi got dropped. Damn. Nate got popped. Damn. Leaky got shot. What the hell? Spaz face hot. On game. Corbin got kidnapped. They found his bones. He was right. Where's Corbin? Meet you us the boss. They knocked his ass off. John act the fool till they walked his ass down. Sat dive in the ground. Curtis felt around. Corbin got kidnapped. Lost.